Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mutants and Masterminds, third edition. And today is going to be the final arc for the origin series for all the heroes that actually joined today. And then, and of course, my kids are in the background saying nonsense. And again, thank you for all the audience that has been catching up and watching Mutants and Masterminds, which is perhaps ironically more popular than my Dungeons and Dragons section. Mm, Again, thank you for all the subscribers that subscribe. And today we're gonna end it with a bang. So, and again,
Thank you for the subscription.
yeah, thanks for that, and thanks for the players also. That makes the game lively and interesting, especially Shadow, Michael, DeAndre, and Walter for the last few three sessions, and today will be the last four sessions. And thanks to the guys for making it work, making it lively. Without you guys, this game is gonna be pretty boring. So, and thanks to your shenanigans that you guys been doing so this time. So let's not start. We're gonna be playing for about at least 3 hours, 30 minutes. And if we can end in 3 hours, it'll be good. I don't want to make a long session because nobody wants to watch a 3 hour, 30 minute YouTube channel. It's not Avengers. Even Avengers movie is not this thing. Alright. Okay. Now I'm gonna be starting the section with the upcoming heroes. And I'm gonna be going straight to DeAndre. All right, DeAndre, you woke up in the morning, you made your coffee, you drove to work like you always do. You pick up Lynn May at her apartment. She has been very cheerful throughout the day itself. And after that, my wife just told me to lower my voice. So now I'm gonna try to lower my voice as low as possible. So if you guys can't hear me, right? If you guys can't hear me, so just tell me. Yes, DeAndre, it seems that the insurance company called DC Insurance have actually gave you a name. Also, thanks to the Speedwagon industry, and actually gave you a new car every time it got destroyed because it seems that superheroes and supervillains destroying cars in Midnight City is the norm apparently. So the insurance company always give out new or used cars to everybody that actually needed it. And you pick Lim May in your wagon, I mean, in your normal kind of vehicle. It's actually a four-seater car, one the family car, and then you head over to your office. You see your friend Ryan Cook, Byron Townsend, doing their own thing in the morning. They said, "Morning to you, DeAndre." And then again, you just raise your hand, you speak very fast. They said, "That's normal to you, bro." And after that, you just point your fingers. And after that, Lin May went to the studio and started singing again a regular song. And her most popular song now that's on radio that everybody's listening to is My Boyfriend is a Pilot, but that's only in backgrounds. So now we're going to be changing the title of the music is My Boyfriend is a Superhero. So that's the song that Lin Bin is singing right now, just to make it clear. Okay, but as morning arrives, you spend your few hours in the office, DeAndre. You you did the recording, did everything, and then you think to yourself, perhaps Lin Min Mei is actually ready to actually head to the live concert where everybody will be looking at her at the shopping mall, one of the biggest shopping malls here in Night City. And then, as you're about to actually prepare everything, you receive a phone call to your phone. You notice, you look at the number. The number is an unknown number. You look at it. And do you pick up the phone call, DeAndre?
I'll answer it.
You answer it, and then after that you hear an anonymous voice in the other end of the line. She's speaking to you that way, and it says, "Oh, your friend, no." How do you reply?
I just said, what did you say?
And then after that again, the voice said, "I have your friend Milo."
Oh shit. I will probably respond to that as, where is he? Where are you?
And then he said, I want you to do something for me, DeAndre. I've been watching you all this time, and I do not want you to tell your friends around you what is happening currently at this very moment. You come alone to this very location and meet me at the bridge before reaching. And after you receive a destination, a coordinate actually to your phone, and then the person actually put down the phone immediately after he did that. And when you look at the coordinates, you know where it is. And then when you look at it, you actually realize that it's actually at one of the maximum security prison based here in Night City. But how are you gonna head there when the place is heavily guarded by security personnel? Then you remembered something. Roll for insight.
Inside. All right, hang on.
Then you remembered something. You read about this in the news. You actually saw this even in the news during the last attack, like two nights ago. And you know that the police department of Night City actually established a superhuman task force to actually combat this threat of this superhuman villainous threat around the globe, even. And then in the news, you saw a particular person that you recognized from a restaurant the other day. And he was the one that was actually talking to Walter and or Michael, your neighbor even. And from that footage alone, you think to yourself, maybe this person, this young police officer that is actually Draken might actually be the person that we might need to look for in order to actually to find Milo. If Milo is actually in Supermax, you think to yourself, perhaps Draken can actually help you in this one. Okay, Draken. Now, DeAndre, what do you want to do?
So I have to go to this prison now, right? So I cannot probably follow Lillian May to the mall, correct?
In other words, you probably have to cock up another story again to Linman May. Your boss is not here for the day. She went somewhere else.
I'm surprised
So you walk,
she still believes him. Like if she's his girlfriend by now, she's gonna be thinking I should dump him.
superheroes, season one heroes with their girlfriends, or soon to be
Pilot,
girlfriends. Yeah,
pilot
yeah,
has
pilot
a good
episode.
backstory.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So anyway, I will probably assign Ryan to accompany Lynn for the concert. I'll give her an excuse that I had a family issue that I need to
Emergency.
attend to.
Ryan Cook actually walks into the room, right? And after that, he looks at you. What is it, DeAndre? You look worried.
It's my mom's, man. I gotta run back.
Ryan?
Can I leave this everything to you?
Yeah, sure, bro. Anytime. Uh, I'll be driving over Lynn and my will right now will be like taking care of most of the equipment. And once you're done, quickly head back to the mall because this is Lin May's big day. Actually.
And so I head off.
And after that, you head off. Then you get here, and then you quickly took your new car given to you by the district insurance, and then you quickly drove to which location in the city? To the police station.
I will try to go to the police station.
All right.
Just to
Okay.
inform, Draken soul is not in his body, so draw mode for a while for Draken.
Okay, no worries. Okay, since that Draken is, if Ash is not online yet, okay, if Ash is not online yet, then I'm gonna be heading straight to the Supermax. Okay, Jan, I'm not too sure whether your character already have your character image already add in the one that already put this, but Ashlyn Ray, I notice here doesn't have character image. And also, okay, Ashlyn Ray's character sheet is super bare and empty. Maybe you should have messaged me before today's session. At least I can actually give you a character sheet.
It's not with me right now. The character sheet is with who's the call again? Craig. He's the I and
What?
him. He made, yeah, it's with Craig.
Why is your character sheet with Craig?
Because he helped build it. That's the thing. Because I told him I didn't have the time to build because during the time when I was still moving, I told him that help me build it. So he built it for
Mm,
me. So technically, most of my character sheet, everything is him.
huh. Okay. With him, but was it built in Roll20 or was it on a piece of paper?
He was supposed to help me fill it out. That's the thing. But I don't think he's online right now to help me. That's the thing.
But this character sheet is only access given to you, so I don't know how is why both of you why both of you never told me this earlier. At least I would have helped.
It slipped my mind. That's the thing. It slipped my mind. As
Okay,
yeah, it slipped my mind, and somehow I was doing all the moving things, so I really didn't have the time to go in and check it everything. He just told me it's already done, but then I haven't had the time to make up everything. That's the thing.
okay. I'm gonna be giving you a template, so no time. So this one, I'm gonna give you a Mutants and Mastermind template, PL8 template, judging by your background story. I think this person is a mutant, and so on. Teleportation, blah blah blah, blast powers. Okay, I think. Okay. It's gonna be a while. Okay.
Please enjoy these advertisements of food. Thank you.
Please enjoy this advertisement. Total silence. Okay. Guys, those are actually not doing anything. Okay, I'm gonna be going to okay, Fahad, can you do me a quick favor? I don't wanna waste time on the YouTube videos time. Can you type on Google and look for Mutants and Mastermind PL8 template?
Okay. You
And then
continue.
after that I'll
You
then put it
continue.
on Discord and then after copy the image, put in Discord, and Jan will have to copy that and then quickly just copy paste everything into the character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll be posting the Trove section for it for Mutant and Mastermind third edition, since it has like it basically Jan, check Discord now, and this is the complete thing for Mutant and Mastermind.
Templates, No, actually, there's a lot of it in Google image.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm looking for my police station. Yeah, here. Okay, this one is not here.
Wait, you want me to use which image first? The one in the jail uniform or the one in the leather uniform?
Now jail uniform. If you got any other image, then you use that in the image. If you don't have, then use something else. Is Ash online?
Ash.
He's not online. He's technically eating with his family now.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Uh,
eating with his family.
yeah. Skip his scene stuff.
Do somebody else. Yeah. Yeah, do somebody
All right.
else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, wait for. I need to drag this police station up. Okay, then if somebody else, then it's gonna be. Then I need to close this scene. In other words, these two have not even arrived yet at the police station. So, okay, Michael and Walter, both of you are now driving up the bridge heading towards Superman.
DM, I just need
Okay, you guys
access.
can actually.
I need control access to the car.
Okay, wait. Let me give you access to the car. And done. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Move slowly every 30 feet. Then role play with Michael. I need to give my cat food. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is
Cat demands
the
food!
okay. This is the first 30 feet, and move your character. Okay, well, basically, listening to the radio as I drive, that's when I basically tell you, whatever you do, don't talk, don't say anything, and if you must answer, just say, journalist assistant. I'm the photographer and the real journalist. You're my assistant. Because trust me, they won't even let you pass the gate without a press pass.
What if the inmate asks me a question? It'll be rude not to answer them. Plus, I need to give these chocolates to Miss Firefox.
Okay, at least you can use the press pass to get ahead in line, I would say, but I highly doubt it. They might inspect the chocolate, so yeah, I recommend.
No, I won't let them inspect the chocolate. It's just chocolate. Nothing wrong with that.
It's a
It's just
prison.
chocolate.
It's a prison. Now, outdoor food is allowed without a proper inspection. Trust me, they thought of everything. I mean,
If if they want to inspect, I'll just hold the box and will not let them take one.
oh
This
no
is
no no
not
no
for
no no!
them.
They will not take one. They'll put it through a machine to scan it. That's what they usually inspect them with nowadays. I mean, don't you know? Don't you read old novels or watch black and white movies where the inmate wife bring a cake and inside the cake is a chainsaw. I mean, are you living under a rock?
Have you forgotten about the Shadow War, Mr. Genius?
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, and I had time to catch up on some novelty movies before it goes extinct 30 years later. Jeez, how
For
many?
me, I did it. I was a Spartan. We Spartan train and train. We rarely have free times. And even if we did, there's only one. And
Well,
I
well,
did,
you don't have to
and my hobby was
worry.
cooking.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about being a Spartan since they haven't been invented yet, which means the Spartan program doesn't exist. Hell, at this point,
Uh,
I highly doubt it will even exist. We're changing the timeline so many times that I don't think the Spartan program will even exist anytime soon.
then explain why I'm still here.
Oh, no, 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 no. You, as a human, you're still here. That means your parents have met, fallen in love, and everything. Except your Spartan quote unquote powers may not be there anymore. I mean, have you checked yourself lately? I mean, that's when you see me, waving my human hand. As soon as we went back, that's when I regained my hands. Now I can say F you to that Russian psychotic doctor. Hell, at this point, I highly doubt he's even psychotic here. Oh, and a word to the wise, avoid meeting your younger self or your parents. You might distort your own childhood. Anyway,
I was alright.
hmm
I keep quiet.
anyway, get ready. So whatever you do, don't move, don't make any sudden moves, and yeah, just give them your ID. And that's when
You
I
said
honk.
you but you said if they ask a question, just answer politely. We don't
Yeah,
want, as you say, don't arouse suspicion,
yeah,
right?
yeah. They will ask for your ID. You give them your driver's license so they can know what to call you.
Hmm.
That's when I honk at the door, and as soon as they open, I stop by the guardhouse and give them my driver's license as well as my press pass.
I politely
Okay.
give them my ID and I state my
Mm-hmm.
purpose. I'm here with my friend. I'm just gonna give some chocolate to a friend of my boss.
The security officer actually went up from the area and after walked slowly towards you, and then he looks at both of your IDs and said, "Ah, you're both from the Bugle Daily. Okay, here to actually interview the inmates, is it?" The guard said, "Yeah, both of you."
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Exactly.
Yes.
Alright? Alright? Okay, well, I don't have to worry so much. Uh, Thanks to the heroes the day before, we managed to actually catch Bugetta and Firefox. Well, the amount of times those two have escaped is countless. But, well, Bugetta only leaves because he's hungry. He's angry when he's hungry. I can tell you that one. Yeah, something
So
about some donut.
he was hangry, right? Is that correct term?
The guard like looks at you and then winks and then pointing his gun finger and you're like, hey, yeah, he was hungry. And
Oy
after
vey.
that, he slowly goes into the booth and then lift up the gate railing. And then after that, you may enter. Please park your car anywhere. That's Emperor Monosuke.
Hmm.
Thank
I
you.
I enter basically here as I get up from my car. I open the trunk, get all the photography equipment I carry, and I inspect the camera. That's when I head straight away to the main building, which I'm gonna be assuming it's this one, unless I'm meant
Yeah.
to head other ways.
I get out
Yes.
with
It's
the
here. It's here.
chocolate.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad.
I get,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
As I
I get
basically.
out
Mhm.
with the chocolates. Close the door. I follow Walter. Don't forget to lock the car.
I'm like tick 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 tick. Ugh. Where would your flying car would be when you need one? Wheels, fuel.
Uh,
I
what? Why not you go to Hide Intelligence and ask him to make a prototype?
Yeah, Hidden Intelligent, a startup company right now. I highly doubt they'll even. I better not destroy the timeline any more than it has been already destroyed with our existence here. Whew.
Mm, yes. It's just like last week episode, Walter, because you're not too sure whether Michael was drunk, but when he actually told you that he actually showed you his wings, you're not too sure whether he was actually okay. When he actually removed his jacket to show his wing, there was no wings at all. There was
Mm-hmm.
never any wing on his body. It was just his hallucination, thinking that he had wings. But you just like ignored that part and just, okay, maybe he's just crazy after getting beaten up really bad by Brugetta.
Exactly. All the being punched and the laughing and the deprivation of food can really
Hmm.
affect the human mind. Anyway, we walk.
Michael thought
Mhm.
Michael thought he had wings during that night when you brought him back. No, there were never any wings. He's human just like you. Nothing much.
Mm-hmm. I just like keep it
But
in the back of my head that I think he may need like telling myself, I think Michael may need, I don't know, a head CT scan or something. I hope he doesn't have any concussion.
Hmm? I just with his man. Yes.
Oh no! I'm saying like this to myself as I like look at you back into the door and so on and so forth, and I'm like, just look a bit worried, give you like that worried look.
I happily smile. While holding
it
a box of
looks here.
chocolates.
Hmm.
The guard actually went out, looked at both of your IDs, Walter and Michael, and said, "Right, this checks out. Welcome. Also, please make sure once you actually enter to stay 5 feet away from the jail cell. We do not want any incident to happen. Last time a journalist came here, he got his arms ripped. And then after that, he went a bit crazy. And then then he called himself Cyborg. And now he's here. I think he's in prison level 9.
Um, may I ask, where is Miss Firefox cell?
Cyborg, she's actually being carried right now to prison level 8, to one of a special holding cell where she
Oh,
will be reconditioned and redisciplined to ensure that this does not happen again.
oh,
Just
that's sad.
between you and me, guard, is there any vultures around? By vultures, I mean other journalists, or am I the first one? Please say the first one.
Well, the vulture was taken down by the man spider.
Oh no
Was
no
it
no.
Spider?
Oh no her.
Or was it Spider Man?
Uh
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
oh yeah yeah
He's
of
just
course.
he's just referring to the vulture that
Oh
was actually
okay
taken
yeah yeah
down
yeah
by
yeah
the
yeah.
man spider.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then after that, any other journalists? Yes, there were other journalists here. You're not the only.
Crap. crap, we're gonna have to compete to get good photos.
What about Brugetta Kind Guard?
We'll get the well.
Mm.
You can actually ask the escorting guard later. She will be bringing you to actually interview the criminals once you actually went.
Thank you.
Okay. And while we wait for Ash, I can't go to Ash's scene until he arrives. So Alif apologize for that. So you have to wait until Ash comes in. Okay. And also Yan, I already posted a link in Discord, which is
I'm, I'm,
close
I'm,
to
I'm updating right now. I'm
okay.
basically filling out as you guys are talking. So just ignore me until you want me to be in the scene.
All right, okay. And just tell me once you are done. Then I'll go to your scene. Okay?
Okay, okay.
All right. Okay, heading inside Supermax. Okay, actually, ironically enough, Shadow and Zelda Robin was supposed to be the first here to actually arrive at this jail cell and not Walter and Michael. Okay.
Alright. Let me check my character. Is it here? Wait.
No, don't take it out. They're already here.
Oh.
They're already
Oh.
here.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah. I found where I am. I just
Oh,
walk,
okay. I found.
carrying my photography equipment, walk over here and sign myself and as the journalist and give them my credentials.
Okay. You actually sign.
Uh.
Then you give yourself your credentials, and then after that, well, you actually sign up, and
I
then
say good morning to them.
the
Good morning.
you see an old officer actually at the back of the counter. And they say, "Good morning to both of you." Ah, why? It seems that boy, you are the journalist for the Bugle Daily.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just his assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
I'm the photographer slash
this
journalist
assistant.
and he's the apprentice.
Hey, assistant. Not
Assistant,
apprentice.
apprentice. Not me. It's the word that the boss used on you. I'm just following the label. Don't worry, this whole week of training will go by in flying. In the meantime, kind guard, where could I find the cells that the special cells for the recently apprehended criminals known as Firefox?
Oh, you may have to wait for that. It's
Huh?
because currently we have some sort of routine inspection. They're actually bringing in Brugetta and Firefox into the cell. So you may have to wait until
Oh.
the security light actually lit up. And then once it's actually done, then
Oh, I
we
don't
will
mind.
actually let you enter.
Oh, I don't mind waiting. Is it okay if I interviewed any of the guards in this premise here? So I can get some early intel on what I'm dealing with. Plus, for the readers, good stuff to hear that you are the true heroes who protect society and people like me from the real criminals behind bars.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be sitting by the chair so not to cause any trouble. Alright. I sit with the box of chocolate, holding the box of chocolate.
I
Right? You
put
say the for chocolate is done.
I put my photography equipment on this seat, and then I'll be chit-chatting to this guard and simply recording what she says for the newspaper.
Okay. This actually this guard, and she looks at you, and then you look at her name tag, and then you see there Lieutenant Oruki. She looks at you. Hmm. Excuse me, sir. If you have anything, you may need to wait. If you have anything important, then you can actually address it to the officer at the counter.
Oh, I was wondering if you can spare, a couple of 5 minutes for the Daily Bugle Planet newspaper. I want to interview some guards and ask them regarding Supermax prison and such, so that our readers would
I'm
know the
not,
true heroic work that you guys are doing in keeping these animals in.
hmm, it's not my place to call them animals. They are people too. It's just that certain situation caused them to be villain. Or Lieutenant Orisi looks at you. So before you can continue, roll for persuasion.
Okay. Rolling for persuasion. Let me just enlarge my character sheet. Where are you? Ah, here we are. Persuasion. Yeah. Well, it's understandable.
Eternal Kenusayu, I'm sorry. I'm able to actually talk to you in regards to our security detail. But you may need to wait until the security door is actually open and safe for you, both of you, to enter. Because journalists are mostly the ones that are mostly attacked. And I'm just afraid they might injure you or much worse, sir. Lieutenant Arcade tells
Oh,
you. Please sit
it's
down and wait.
it's understandable. Thank you so much. And that's when I sit here, take out the camera, and start preparing to take some photos.
Okay. As you're actually preparing to actually take some photos, and after about waiting for roughly about 10 minutes, you see a man actually coming out from the door and he said, "Ah, you two must be the journalists from the Daily. My name's
Good
Uriel."
morning.
Oh,
He takes us a cigarette, and then he shakes your hand, Michael, and then after that he shakes your hand. So, it's actually a pleasure to actually have those from the Vigo Daily to actually come over here and actually interview the criminals in regards to the issues that we have. Yesterday, I believe, or was it 2 days ago? But
Yeah,
who's
but
counting?
Mister, what was his name again? I cut you off before I got to hear that properly.
Uriel.
Real.
Uriel.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Oh dear.
Chief Uriel. Looking into the situation here, the supermax. However, I'm unable to bring you to prison level 9. You only be, and most of the criminals from prison level 1 to prison level 7, those are regular criminals that you don't have to be worried about. You'll be looking into the super criminals at prison level 9, which is equivalent to your power level 8. I mean, prison level. He winks and looks.
okay. Quick question to you, Warden. Has anybody ever escaped from Supermax before? For the record, that is.
Didn't the guard told you earlier that Brugetta got out once in Firefox?
Yeah,
Didn't?
yeah, but that's basically one. They could have escaped while on their way here, not from the inside of the prison itself. I'm talking a full-on escape from behind these iron doors that always claim that nobody could get out once they're in.
Brugetta is, how do I say, quite unique. Yes, how do I say, he's not really much of a super villain. More like he loved to be here on Earth, on our planet. He came from a place that he called, I'm not too sure what he called that place. But it was quite a distance from here. He said that he's actually a Saiyan. I have no idea what the Saiyan is. Just Saiyan, alright? He nudged your shoulder, Michael.
Hey, jokes. Thanks, buddy.
Well, he did say that he was running away from someone, somebody that actually wanted to make him dead. I think he was calling that person Goku. Hugo? Goku? I'm not too sure. Who's keeping track of all these weird names?
Yeah, but you It sounds like he was running for someone that's stronger than him. That can't be right, right?
Yeah, I mean that guy could level. I don't know, a skyscraper. You wanna tell me he's afraid of something? That'll be the day.
Yes, it seems that Brugetta is actually very scared of this person, and he actually came here to get himself locked in, and and he actually goes out just to actually pick his favorite donut. I'm not too sure why, but sometimes he loves a good fight, and when he finds an opponent that he loves to fight with, he tends to keep that opponent as a friend. But come, follow me. The door's just open.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I hold the best of chocolate firmly onto my shelf until it comes to the destination.
He went to one of the walls. He put his card in, And after that, he puts his retina scan in, and then his fingerprints, and then the door opens, and after that, he went in.
I follow very closely, making sure that both my equipment, hands and feet are within literally 1 foot away from touching him, so that if anything happens, I can just grab him.
Yeah. But let me actually bring you to one of the places here. Follow me, Walker, Michael.
Oh, okay.
So,
Nice
This wall,
present.
if this walls is actually made of very thick steel and lead. We used to have before crisis actually started. We have this alien being that calls himself a Superman could actually destroy a building. However, he mysteriously vanished during the crisis.
mm, has who was the first super? Shall we say? Who was the first prisoner with superpowers?
Well, if we want to go way back in the 1940s during World War II, we do have some sort of a superhuman turned superhero like that many people love. We call him America's Captive.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. And I just records it in my note, say with potential future titles for the next
Yes.
article.
And then yes, and after that there was this group of superheroes from China. They call themselves the Avengers.
Avengers, Avengers. Oh shit!
The
uh,
the
What
Avengers. You can
claim?
actually hear them. You can actually hear them coming a mile away because they have this theme song that always plays before they arrive. Scoom, 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 scoom.
who would you know what these superheroes and their costumes and songs? I mean, I'll just that giveaway. Why they can't be heroes like I don't know. That guy who runs really, really fast and dressed up in a blue costume. I forgot his name. Or that the
Oh,
other
Blue
guy.
Rush.
Yeah, where they can be like him.
Come
Oh, we
on.
didn't.
A little bit fun is not wrong, right? I mean, colorful. Wouldn't it make life a bit more happy?
Yeah, but at least you might as well just put a bullseye target and says, "Here I am, come and kill me, villains."
You have no aesthetic own.
Hey, I prefer, the classics. You come in, you capture them, you hand them over to the police, you pose for up your pictures for people like me so you can make a living, and you move on with your life.
That's true. Yes, I realized. I said, oh, this place is the cafeteria where we will actually either prepare the food for the criminals, but the good ones will actually let them come here and actually dine in and eat here instead. Those that actually have never caused any problems. Especially like one of the criminals here that we actually refer to him as the puzzler, aka the Riddler, but they call him the puzzler. So
Oh.
this is the canteen, the cafeteria. We actually keep the foods here. And now let's head over to this one. The guard actually let you guys through, and then after that, he brings you guys here. Okay, this is where we keep most of the criminals. But before we actually head in, I want to show you something else.
Is it smart of you to show us? We're just reporters and journalists.
Oh, come! I want to show you something. This place is made of the most strongest steel ever. This device you see in the middle, well, this is where we actually kept most of the power generators to keep the villains in line, making sure that their powers are nullified, making sure that they don't escape.
So it's a nullifier. So that's smart.
Who built
And
this
behind this
thing?
wall, and behind this wall, oh, this is where we actually keep the power core generator, where each level, starting from prison level 8 all the way to prison level 20, down below, where we make sure that all these cores is enough to keep the prisoners at bay and making sure that powers are nullified and don't escape. However, some criminals do escape. If they answer your question, how we do believe there's an inside job. Well,
Eh,
my the people here sometimes either terrified, intimidated, death of families, or even the amount of money. Ah,
Ever thought of, automating the whole job by putting robots or something like that? That way you can eliminate the chances of bribery.
no, we tried putting
uh,
robots. There is a
oh,
mechanical there is a mechanical being here that can control the robots. And the last time we did that, we had a robot uprising.
excuse me, a robot uprising? Michael shakes his a bit.
Yes. And thanks to that, hidden intelligence tried to actually give us better androids in making sure that these androids cannot be corrupted. Well,
Ah,
President Hidden himself did actually make something. I'm not too sure what project is that, but I think he was referring to it to be a KRB or something like that. It sounds like a code name.
maybe we should visit the hidden intelligence. He sounds like a fun guy.
Perhaps. Oh, he said, he is, he turns to you. He's quite young, but I believe that his technology might improve further the human advance or human cybernetics.
See,
Hmm.
Walter? Maybe we
Uh,
can be friends. Yes.
I'll give
Being
it.
friends with him sounds fun.
I'll give it 40 years. In terms of him
Aw.
being rich and successful, I don't mind being friends with him now, so I can live a life of luxury from a rich guy.
Being friends with a person as a friend, you must truly appreciate him as him. Not for the money, not for the glory, but as the person he is. That's a true friend.
Says the person who lives in a 2x4 apartment in Soho above a Chinese restaurant.
And look, the chief tells you, did I tell you that President Hidden is only 21 years old and is one of the second most richest man or boy in the world?
As I basically fiddle with my camera, I'm like, I do the check ching. That sounds like a friend I want to meet.
Yes, only
I just wanna be his friend. Like man to man. We become bros. I don't care about
if not
money. Money.
because, and the chief then said, if not because of the death of Tony Stark, I don't think Eden would have overtaken the business. But now Anthony Stark has now taken over the Stark Industries, and it's a pity that Mr. Stark died when he was kidnapped during the crisis. No, but we will mourn his death next time. He was a true hero, a real hero.
It sounds like
So,
a true Hindu indeed.
so in this block of cells, who do we have here?
Well, let's introduce you to one of them. Here in this cell is Ashlyn Ray.
I wave hi politely.
Okay, all right, Jan, your cue to roleplay.
I just nothing. I side eye them and I just ignore them. I just side eye them and just ignore them.
Ashlyn Ray, the chief then said, well, she was actually here by choice. It's not because that she's actually a villain. We're actually not too sure. She actually told us to actually lock her in and told us that she's actually a very dangerous individual. We have checked her power level. Well, of course, it's not over 9,000, but she is actually her telepathic abilities and her affinity for something. We have not done any tests yet on Ashlyn Bray, but it seems that she has been a really good girl in the cell, and she is one of the few inmates here that we allow to eat at the cafeteria.
Is it okay if
Hmm.
we interview her in the room? She sounds like a fine model
Uh,
prisoner to be interviewed. And also, since we're gonna be
well,
in the nullifier, there's no risk of anything happening in there.
Walter, are
Sure.
you sure? Ah, you agree?
Hey,
I just say one word. Step in one foot and I'll rip you a new hole.
I
I
just
hide.
I, I just
I hide
basically
behind the chief.
I just look at him and say, Chief, you might want to put more than 2 guards inside the room just to be on the safe side. I don't think she, that perfect of a prisoner.
She decides us.
Yeah. I mean, I'm betting I'm pretty sure there is, other fine model prisoners here. Oh, what's down the hall? I mean, sorry, down the cell block. I'm pretty sure it's someone who's much more, well behaved. Preferably not gonna be ripping me a new one.
Well, if you want to actually interview Ashley Ray, you're welcome to try. So far, she's never been this aggressive before. Maybe because of you, perhaps, Walter, but perhaps Michael. And then the chief then looks at you, actually, and said, Ashlyn, are you going to be a good girl today? And after you're going to be staying back, doing a regular thing.
I'd rather stay here than be interviewed by someone. He fully remind me of someone that I wish to be squashed right underneath my foot.
Hey, I'm a journalist. I collect truth, and I'm bidding you have an amazing story to tell.
Walter, if
You are
the lady...
you are lucky that the only thing between me and you is this freaking bar of doors. Otherwise, you will not like what is beyond this door.
Hey, calm
Let's-
down, calm down. I mean, we got on the wrong foot. I mean, the warden here says you're a perfect model prisoner. Why the hostility?
I continue to hide behind the warden.
I mean,
I just look at the warden and it's like, am I being locked up or am I supposed to be interviewed? I thought I was here for something else. I'm not here. I'm not interested in being interviewed.
but I got to tell you a story. Shed some light on that. Not
Walter,
all people.
if she doesn't want, let's just not aggravate her. Maybe, if she's as rage-filled as the Red Lantern, that's even worse. And an angry lady is always bad news. I look at her.
At least Blondie over there seems to have a head of his own.
I look into Michael, then back to the prisoner, and just say, well, if you ever change your mind, I'm gonna keep my card here with the warden in case you wanted to give me a special scoop. I'll be more than happy to.
I pick up the card. I tear it in half and I just flush it down the toilet. It's like that's my answer.
I give the card to the warden, not to you, because I somehow do.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you gave it to me. I thought you said you gave it to me. Never mind.
No. Yeah, I gave it to the warden so he can basically keep it. And yeah, you can just your character can just call in whenever she wants to. I look into all and say, I'm pretty sure you have other prisoners, to let us talk to, who are much more friendly and a little bit.
The chief then looks at you. The chief then looks at you, Walter. Actually, I've never been like that to any person. It's usually quite nice. Nice to the guards, nice to the cleaners, even nice to me. Well, if I was the mayor, I would let her out. She's actually quite nice. Could have been a hero even. But then again, she's scared of someone. I'm not too sure. She never really told me. The professor that came here to visit her the other day actually propped her mind to see what actually happened, but her mind is complete blank. It's as if that she doesn't really know much about herself that she is with her. But now, let me actually bring you to actually see another. This is one of our most prominent criminals. He prefers to be locked in. Then you see a man, short hair, muscular, and tattoos on his arms and both at the back. He doesn't actually turn to face you. And then the chief then said, he prefers to call himself Chain. And from what I know from his profile, he's just one of the many Jujutsu Kaisen that was actually caught from many work from in our jurisdiction.
So you got a bunch of prisoners who, despite the fact they have, superhuman abilities and powers, are just surrendering themselves?
No. This one was a really hard catch. He was actually caught by one of the heroes before Crisis, and then after that, this because of the power generator that actually emits the energy wave around this place, you can't actually feel it. But it's actually tied to each of their special designed DNA. And he won't be able to do anything much other than to eat and sleep. Unless, of course, somebody deliberately opens the door to let him out, or somebody turns off the power generator, that is going to be a really big problem for all of us. The number of
Oh yeah.
people, the number of people that this man have killed is hot, and the number of and he said that he does it for his demon lord, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it
So
sounds like your whole prison, on a score of 1 to 10 on how good is it, I'll give it a 6.5.
Well,
I
you are now still at prison level 8, so you don't have to worry about that.
this is
As long, oh yeah, this is level 8. Yes.
I'm
Oh yeah.
scared when we ever see the lower levels. I'm checking my books again.
I'm
Well,
betting.
some of these criminals over here is qualified to even go to prison level 9 or even higher.
Uh,
Michael, don't go to level 10.
I wasn't planning to.
Because
Even the thing.
there is no level 10. Plus, if you go there, there won't be much of you even left. I'm betting. I mean, if this is level
Uh,
9, sorry, if this is level 8, I don't want to see level 9 or even 10. Not even for all scoop in the
uh,
world.
are you gonna
So,
interview the prisoner, Walter? I
uh,
am not gonna get near.
I look into the warden. Warden, I'm gonna let you select the prisoners who are a bit more, with a leash on them to talk to.
I wish they were nice.
I mean, that's when I basically point to the chocolate that Michael is carrying. We have chocolate. You can, coax them with
Hey, hey,
chocolate.
hey! Nope, these are for Miss Firefox. You're not gonna get them. These are not yours nor mine. These are Miss Firefox's.
And I'm betting
So
she has,
no.
and I'm betting she has chocolate allergies.
Shush, shush. We.
Don't hiss at me, you. You know what? Your punishment will come later in bed.
All right. Okay. Then the chieftain said, "Well, you don't have to worry about Odie over here. And he's a good boy, but as long as he doesn't actually cause some havoc, we have lost a number of men because of him that he said specifically sent to hell. And over here,
Hey, nice to meet this chick, Mr. Chick. Bye bye.
then the moment you actually enter the cell, you see this young man over here and said, he put his finger to his lip and said, "Be quiet. Don't you hear the voices? The voices are talking."
Um, voices?
Oh, the chieftain said, "Oh, don't worry about him. He's a bit whack." He said that he keep on hearing voices talking to him as if he has a split personality or something. This man over here, his name is, well, and after that, before the chief could even answer and continue, you see this man actually got closer and said, "The voices said, quiet, especially," and then he points at you, Walter. And then after that, then he said, "I have my eyes on you. You look delicious. Perhaps after I slam this hammer into your groin, and then I'll eat the remains slowly. But this is not my voice talking to you. This is neither me too. I don't even know who. But perhaps, do you want to talk to me personally here? I would gladly accept you in."
Uh, yeah. Has this man. Is it right for him to be here? I'm pretty sure he belongs in a psychiatric facility.
I not know.
Well, we do have a psychiatrist that actually came here to actually look into him, and Dr. Harley has been quite good at her job. And it seems that Yuji here. Oh, by the way, we call him Yuji Itadori. He's a bit whack, a bit crazy, but I'm sure that he'll be fine. He said that he has two voices in his head, but I don't think that he is. But then again, I've seen him smash people with that hammer of his, and it can be quite deadly. But that hammer is just an accessory.
Can I ask him something if you don't mind?
Yes, sure. Just make sure that you stay away from his jail cell. He's quite fast for his prey.
I stay away
All
like
right.
really near the warden, and carefully watch what's going to happen to Michael as I ready my camera for the exclusive shot.
Yuji, can I ask you, are you a fighter of great spirit?
And after that, he said, "Shh, the voices say you are not who you are. You have the same two different personalities as me, and yet you do not know how to call forth that other inner voice of yours. And yet there are two, but the one that's the yummiest is your friend, of course."
Well, I think if circus was different, you and I could be friends. Or probably sparring partners. I
Uh,
really want to get into boxing.
Friends, why don't you let me go and we will be friends?
Sadly, I don't have the power. Last question. What kind of lady do you like? I like ladies with big butts.
Oh, but you are mistaken. You do have the power to release me from these bonds. It's just that you do not want to use it at this very time. He smiles and then looks at you.
But inner me, a fun fight, but not now. um, Nice to meet you. I follow to the water. He's quite nice in a wee way.
And then the warden then walks over to one special cell. This is where we actually keep Brugetta. And perhaps after this, I'll bring you to see Firefox. And it seems that
Yay!
Brugetta is here. We've nullified his powers completely. He's as human as you and I. However, the
Oh,
power generator that we use is need to be really strong just to nullify him completely. It's more than enough to give out our electrical bill a run for his money. And you see the door then slowly open, and then after that you walk in.
I
follow
walk
behind.
I walk in very carefully and I just take a really good close-up shot for Brugetta as I ask him, Brugetta, quick question. Do you believe you belong in this prison?
Rogetta actually just stood there. You notice that he's not bound, he's not chained, and then he just like leaned down, leaned on the side of the wall, and then I looks at the three of you and said, "Sir, who the hell did you trigger? Why are you here? Do you bring
Um,
any donuts?"
Not for you, sadly. But if you don't mind sharing, what is your favorite donut?
Well, it's Dunkin' Donuts, I can tell you that. Ever since I'm
Ooh.
watching on TV, yes, ever since I saw that fight in Angel Grove, what do they call themselves? Power Rangers? And fought with that villainous, what's her name? It was all over the news. Do you know her name?
Let me guess, something to do with repulse or something?
Yes, Repulsor. Look at that. However, those Power Rangers actually defeated her, and then she's gone. I believe that she's probably somewhere on the moon, looking at us right now. She was
Huh?
never really defeated, I can tell you that one, Logan said. But ever since that fight, the number of Dunkin' Donuts shown on the television, and ever since I saw that on my own planet, I've been wanting to come here and try it for myself. And ever since I
Wow.
did, Logan said, it's very essential. I've never fallen in love with it. But if not because of that pesky red lantern, I would have gone to the shop, took a few boxes myself, and flew back.
Um, Warden, if I may, if there's a chance, can I buy some donuts for Brugetta if there's a chance?
Well, if you feel like coming back here most of the time, and you know, and during your free time, you can come here during the weekends.
Oh, nice. Visiting hours. Yes, I'll bring some donuts for you. I'm a man of donuts as well. I'll drink the Dunkins. Sounds good.
Oh, and who might you be?
I'm Michael, Michael Wesker. I'm assistant to the journalist Walter over here.
And he said, you would be so nice just to bring me donuts. And you don't even know me.
Well, if you behave well, you deserve a reward. Isn't that what us humans supposed to treat each other? You're nice. We be nice to you, right? Treat others how you want to be treated.
He said, you are human. I am not. How do
Well,
you compare myself to you?
you look human. You eat human food. What else? You like fighting. I also like
You know,
fighting.
oh,
Well, probably not yet.
you fight. You look so frail, like
I
twig.
get
I feel as if
I
I
get
can
that a
break you
lot.
in half. Yes. Rucata's voice was so loud that actually Ray in the distance actually screamed out loud and echoes through the hallway and said, and you poop like a human too. Hmm. And then Rucata like, well, he looks at you. If you had been so kind to bring more donuts, it'd be great then. So, but are you here to actually talk to me about something, giving me food, or asking me questions?
Walter, you're up. I hide behind the warden.
And then the warden, apparently Walter is actually quiet. And I'm surprised. Ah, she's not back yet. It's almost bloody 9 o'clock.
Ash, are you there?
No, he's not. He would reply back
Okay.
if he did. All right.
Hmm.
Okay,
Uh,
Min.
oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
should
keep
have.
myself. I'm gonna keep myself shut until it's my turn, or until this whole
Uh,
thing is over.
no.
So yeah, I'm not
Just
gonna
Uh,
just
bother. Yeah,
just
I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, I'm just
just,
gonna
just
sit
inform
still.
just inform that you're back. That's all. Because we were worried where you were.
yeah,
That's all.
I was wondering. Because I told we were wondering where were you. That's why
Like,
I would
Yeah, I didn't
if
know
you
that
didn't
I was out for a bit.
if you
I was eating.
if you didn't respond back to me, I would play this scene until 10:30.
uh,
I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm just thinking about
oh,
maybe
Walter's
changing,
back.
Oh,
maybe
you don't mind Ash, but
But
it's
everybody,
unfair
though, we
for
have
well,
time. We have other
everybody
things
it's
to do.
else, yeah.
but
Everybody
it's
else,
unfair.
yeah.
But it's unfair for Alif and
So
unfair for
yeah.
Yan. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna skip this scene since Ash is here finally. Okay, all right.
No,
Okay,
that's okay.
because
Okay, just go on. Just go on.
no, I'm not.
Just
No,
go
no,
on.
no,
I'm not. I
no,
don't want to
no,
waste
no.
time. Alif,
Hmm.
Alif has waited 1 hour for you, man. It's not
Yeah,
fair for him.
you can just skip me as well. You can just
No,
let
no, no,
Alif
no, no.
How
turn.
how to skip you? How to skip you when the Andre is supposed to meet your character?
Hey,
Yes.
really?
Yes,
Yes.
boy. You're the
Aduh,
police. You're the popo. Remember, you're the
aduh.
popo.
Okay, okay, all right.
Your
Let's just
turn.
get this over with.
Ah, yes, man. Hmm. Rolling my eyes now. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, DeAndre, you arrive at the police station. I don't want to waste any more time. Okay, it's almost 9. Let's go straight to the point. Okay, DeAndre, you know that Draken here at the police station is the only one that can actually bring you to the police station. Okay, Draken, don't waste any time roleplay. Just go straight to the point, Draken. Okay, DeAndre, go ahead.
I just point out to him that, excuse me, officer, I've received a message that you could help me. You see, my boss Milo has been missing, and I've been receiving a message that he is located at this location in this prison. I would like to ask you, could you help me?
I look at the image and it said the prison. All right, let me talk this over with the chief and my partner first.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just
you
I called
roleplay it,
the
DeAndre.
officers.
You knock on the door
Sorry,
and they didn't respond.
hey Zelda. Can you follow me to the chief? We need to talk about this. It's about this guy. There's a guy outside said that his boss was taken and is in some prison that we're going to. You know, the Supermax.
DM, are you there?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Zelda throws you the car key, Draken. Then he said, "Here's the key. Bring this person that actually needs your help. I'll stay here back at the police station."
Okay. I go straight to Chief. Chief, there's a guy here says his boss is in Supermax. You
And
got
what the
you got
hell are
place to
you?
go?
And what the hell are you doing here, Draken? Then bring this man to Supermax right now.
Aye, sir. Yeah, just go back. Yep, we got clearance. Let's go.
All right, hop on his police car.
Wee
Yeah,
woo,
so
wee woo.
let's just go.
Okay. All right. And then within a few short seconds, you arrive at Supermax. And that was fast. Okay, now I need to replace. Okay, the actual script it's supposed to be Zelda Robbins here, but I'm gonna remove her. I'm gonna be putting this, and then gonna be dragging in the end. Okay. I already dragged the Andre in, and we're just resizing.
He's big.
No, he
Yeah.
chonke. He chonke, not big. He chonke.
Okay. All right. DeAndre and then Draken, you guys arrive at the police station, and after a short drive towards here, you put in just to actually bring you here as fast as you could, avoiding traffic. Okay, and the moment you actually arrive, the security officer actually opens the gate, and then Draken, you actually park the car outside together with DeAndre. You met him before at the restaurant, but not wasting any time. Think to yourself, they are here, DeAndre. And then after that, you receive a phone call the moment you actually arrive, DeAndre. And again, it's from the unknown number. Do you pick up?
I'll pick it
Uh,
up.
I just lean on the car. Say, yeah, you're gonna need to pick that up. I'm pretty sure it's important. I'm just gonna then just lean on the car and observe. Hold on. Let
Yeah.
me roll my perception. Not sure if I can hear or not the conversation.
I'll just literally sit next to you. I don't really care. It's
Mhm.
alright. I'll pick up the
Right.
phone.
Okay. You pick up the phone. You hear again the muffled voice from the phone, actually. And then after here, and said, "You are now fully here, DeAndre. And now, I want you to bring your fellow police officer friend and head inside. And I want you to go to prison level 8 and tell the chief, and you need to tell this young officer over here that you need a particular person in cell number 7 to be released. And I hope that this young officer from the superhero organization, task force, would be able to do the job. Once you're inside prison level 8, I will call you back again, DeAndre." And then after that, he puts down the phone. He or she puts down the phone.
They
All right. Just
All right.
I'll just tell the officer to. All right. Let's go. We're heading to the 8th floor. Is what the caller
okay.
said.
Later talk. Alif, did you put that as its loudspeaker?
Can I
The
put it on loudspeaker? Since we're in the car, yeah, why not? As you're a police officer, you should hear it.
okay. So that means while we walk, I ask you. It's odd. They're looking. They're spying on us. What the hell? This place is already isolated as it is. Other than what? Looking up, then spying from us at space.
God knows. Anyway,
Uh, uh, okay. I murmur, but whisper in a whisper to myself. Uh, why do I, why do I get myself involved with heroes?
One police officer actually came up and then looks at you, DeAndre, and looks at you, Drake. Do you have any permit to bring this civilian in, sir? It looks at you, Draken.
I just show my badge. It's kind of an emergency. You don't mind? It's just only a 5 minute visit.
Hmm. All right then. Then please enter.
Okay.
The guard didn't question much. He just looks at your badge. You don't even have to roll persuasion, even with a +5 bonus. He just opens the door. Please enter.
Okay.
Let's not waste any time, sir. Life is at the essence here.
Okay.
And then you
Then
enter.
okay. We're going straight. Since we're going straight to level 8, I went to the office and asked, if I have clearance for level to go to level 8.
Yeah. Need to drag DeAndre. Now here, DeAndre can drag himself. I need to resize. DeAndre looks a bit fat on the image.
He chonky, but he fast. Chonkily fast.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The moment you actually enter, the man at the counter and said, "Oh, an officer from Superior Task Force. You here to bring a criminal? Doesn't look like a criminal to
No.
me."
Uh, we're just here for a quick visit. You got if
Oh,
why need to get clearance to go to level 8? It's only for a short visit.
yeah. Prison level 8. Well, there's no reason for you to actually head over to prison level 1 from level 7. Those are regular criminals. Sure, here's the permit for you. You can actually enter, here's a card, and you know what to do. You need to actually enter the room, make sure you scan your retina, and then put your hand at the door.
You got it. And given I also require a guest permit for this guy. Something.
No? Then after that,
No.
the guard at the
Okay.
counter then gave him a guest permit, and then sure, a guest permit for him. Visiting a friend?
You could say that.
Oh,
Then I look.
all right.
As we walk, I walk past it. The first chair. I look back. I owe you one. Maybe we can have a drink later.
And he like looks at you. And to you too. The old man looks and then he waves. Oh bye, young man. She'll get a standy character. And then you head over to the door, and after that you put your retina in, and after that you scan your hands at the door, and the door then opens.
Then we walk
Again.
in. I asked the
Alright.
Well, since we're going into level 8, we might as well be careful. I get to think. Some of the guys here might be a little chumpy. Because because they're crazy.
If anything goes down, don't worry, I got you.
Let's just hope so. I swear, even the law can't do anything about these guys. They're super powerful, yet they go crazy. I mean, I even last heard that Gotham had was one crazy criminal mastermind, and they couldn't even do anything about him until some crazy asshole killed him.
You're about to actually walk through here. You got stopped by one of the security personnel. Sorry, what is your purpose here?
For a visit, level 8.
This is for prison level 9 only.
Level 9,
Heading
huh?
further forward. Prison level 8 is further up, turn to your left, or turn to your right, wherever you want to go to. Here or here. Left or
Alright.
right. Both are prison level 8 prisoners. Further ahead behind me is prison level 9. There is the reason you are unable to see anything because it's blackened out.
Oh, I can still see it actually in color, but never mind. I just look at DeAndre. So what was the prison cell number again?
Cell number
Probably ask.
7.
Yeah, what this guy said. Cell number 7, level 8. You know where that is? You know where that is?
Okay, and then the guard said, head over to the left.
Alright, thank you, officer.
You got it. And keep up the good work. just go to the direction, general direction. Okay, so at the guard, I asked him, "Hey, you know, where which one is cell number 7?"
Yes, sir. God. Cell number 7. Are you sure you want to head over to cell number 7?
It's just a short visit. Just want to check on them, usual.
Well, it's your funeral, boy. Even though you're from the superior task force, it's not going to be an easy one. It's the first cell to your right.
Got it. I'll keep my distance then. Cell to the right. My right, I think is here. It's my right. Oh wait, that's
Yeah.
okay. So here, which one is 7?
This
Okay,
one.
what you actually enter is like 7. And
Okay.
then, actually, in Ray, you see two people, strangers to you, apparently, suddenly appearing next to your bar. At first, you do thought that they were journalists or photographers, even. But apparently, they are not. A man wearing actually a baggy clothes over his hair, and after his clothes, and after that, another young man looking at you
With a
that
badge
looks like,
visible.
with a badge visible actually showing that he's from the Superior Task Force, going against super criminals. And then the moment you actually arrive, that's when you know that something is actually wrong, actually, because you felt as if that another immense power is actually like looking at you. If you're still using your telepathic character's ability, or if your character is a complete character with no telepathic ability, then you can actually not able to actually sense it. But at least if your character actually has telepathy and so on, let me look at your character sheet quickly. Okay, Alien XL. Yeah, correct. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, DeAndre and Drakengard, you can role play with Ashlyn Ray at the start.
I cross my arms first. So this is the person we're supposed to look for. Strange.
Seems like it. Now, this may sound a bit out of place, but officer, do you know how to break someone out of prison?
No, I'd rather not risk. Though you did say something about your boss being kidnapped and all. This is like just some crazy quest pickup mission like from some video game.
I know, right? Right. Whatever it is, I'm sure our guy over here probably tell us what should we do next.
Sorry,
You out of
sorry.
curiosity, I would like to call this anonymous number.
All right. Even though he said he will call you back, I just shrug. I just shrug and then keep lean at the back wall, keeping an eye on the prisoner.
Okay. You call the number, DeAndre. But before you can even press the number and dial, you see the number called you immediately before you press. And then do you pick up?
I will pick it up.
Yeah, you pick up. You put the phone to your ear and it's very good. Now, your next task, DeAndre, you need to shut down the power generator to release her because if you do not, then Milo, Brian Cook, and all your friends will die. Because right now, I'm looking at this beautiful songbird at the shopping mall singing gracefully. And if you do not release this particular lady in the cell, number 7, and then, well, I can say goodbye to your career and to the rest of your friends. You might need the help of Draken over there to shut down the generator. Without his help, you will automatically fail. And then after that, the phone then turn off, and then you hear the loud click. Okay, DeAndre, what do you want to do?
I proceed to whisper at Draken and just say, "We gotta shut up the power."
I thought, what the fuck? Some hostage situation. Oh, fuck.
They really want her out.
Fuck, I can't risk it. We need some sort of superhero deal to save your companions. I don't know what's going on.
So
I'm sorry, I can't risk that. Public safety and all.
shit, man, come on, dude.
Okay,
There's nothing we can do.
Ashlyn Ray, roll for insight.
Hello?
Okay, Yan, roll for insight. Your character sheet.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay.
I have to refresh my tab just now. I don't know why, but I could not press my what's it called again.
Oh. Oh. Is it correct?
Correct.
Holy
Their insight for you look at this man,
Aizen, please mute yourself since you got ambient noise.
I don't have
DeAndre.
any. I don't have any.
Hey,
Just now
then,
gone.
yeah. What was that? Loud talking.
That means
Anyways,
okay. That
continue.
means it's not Aizen. All right. Okay. Then, Ashlyn Ray, you look at this man and you pick up a phone. He looks slightly worried, but you're not too sure whether is he worried because he just got a phone call? Is he worried for you? Is he worried because there's officer next to him? Or is he confused? You're not too sure what. Okay, Ashlyn Ray, what do you want to do?
I I don't know what they are doing. I'm just gonna assume they are just here like the previous guys. So I'll just sit on the bed. But the thing is that I cannot control the token. I can't control the token.
Let me drag out. That one is a token put by me. This is the one I need to drag in. This is the
Okay.
one I
Okay.
need.
Okay. So I just sit on the bed and just use the file to file my nails. It's like I just do not know what they are doing, so I'm just looking at them and it's like file my nails. It's like what's it's like she doesn't even know what's going on.
All right. And then before anything, man, Walter Cross and Michael. They were actually having conversations with Rogetta. And then after that, the chief then said, so if you two are done, let's head over to Farfast.
Yay! Maybe she enjoy some chocolate.
Oh, she loves chocolate. But before when you mentioned chocolate, Danny Brugetta said, chocolate? You have chocolate? Give them to me.
Sorry, Brugetta. It's for Miss Firefox, but
Do you want to cause him
I
to? Do you want to cause him to escape from prison for the third
wait,
time?
wait. Maybe I can give you one. I take out one chocolate and give it to him. This
Demon
is
does not
my
take one. A Saiyan takes all.
no.
Give him the box.
Now.
Don't be the reason the lives of innocent civilians might put in danger because you got cheapskate on a box of $3 chocolate.
But
Think of the
it's for Miss
civilians.
Firefox.
Think of the innocent civilians who'll get in harm's way because he got his chocolate cravings.
Fine. I will actually give him the chocolates. Then I said to him in a very angered voice, "You better enjoy all of this."
Then Nebuchadnezzar like, oh, chocolates. No, finally. Stay in having a chocolate. And then after he put it in his mouth, they're like, oh, chocolates. Delicious chocolates. You may leave now, weak human. And then the chief had said, well, that ended well. I thought that chocolate was supposed to be for Firefox.
Knowing what
It
you just
was.
told us, knowing what you just told us about him, that he would escape from prison for the sake of food, I outfitted to preserve the public integrity and the innocent civilians who might get caught in his rampaging while him looking for food.
DM, while the two are walking, I stand before Itadori, and my deep voice. The next time, let's have some fun. Would you agree? Then I walk.
And it looks at you and said, I will devour your soul. You may leave, but once I'm out, don't have fun. And then after the moment you're actually out, the chieftain said, and looks at you, Draken. And then suddenly looks at you, DeAndre, and Walter and Michael. You're just surprised to see Draken and then DeAndre in the cell looking at this particular woman. And then, okay, Walter and Michael, please go for insight against DeAndre.
Okay. Insight. Here we are. Oh, first net 20
Net
of the
20.
day. First net 20
Yep.
of the day. And I could not be happier.
Right,
Can we get on
Walter.
with it, please?
Okay, Walter, you actually realize that DeAndre looks a bit worried. Not too sure why. He's actually holding a phone, particular cell phone in his hand, and he seems to be clenching it hard, but not clenching it to the point that he needs to destroy it. But he looks worried, his face, and in a picture one. You can roleplay with him enough. This you do know that he's worried about something.
Mm-hmm. I first look
I don't know.
into wait, who's clutching the phone? You said
DeAndre.
Me.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. I approach him, pretend that I'm like fixing my camera, and just say to him in a low tone of voice, either you're worried about someone, or you are definitely worried about someone. So
I will lean in and whisper back to you. Everything that has happened. Boss kidnapped needs to go to prison and release this prisoner, number 7.
while basically like pointing the camera lens at her, I just say, daring request. I look into Michael, and Michael, you see me like pointing to you with my finger to come for a moment, and doing the SOS, doing the global SOS sign for you.
Let me roll for insight for that. Just for immersion purposes. I pass. Okay, I raise an eyebrow. What is it? Oh, hi, DeAndre. Hello, angry man.
Keep your
I
voice low.
I just sigh and look away.
Keep your voice low when I say this. Looks like somebody wishes to have Miss Ashlyn here break off of prison, and they're holding Miss DeAndre's employer / girlfriend, and I say that like with an eyebrow like raised up. They're holding her as a hostage in a public place. If this prisoner here doesn't go out, Miss Future Pop Singer will end up on a front page news for tonight.
Not only her, there's other civilians will be involved too.
Oh, hell no.
Too bad we cannot.
Why not you? Why don't we ask the warden? I mean, he's supposed to be on our side, right?
Yeah, and I trust him as far as I'm trusting the chocolate that you just gave away. We better handle this ourselves, and that's when I looked at the warden. Warden, is it okay if we stayed here with the detective and his friend here just to get some information? For the sake of the article,
You're staying here. I need to go see Miss Firefox regardless. I feel bad. I at least need to apologize to her.
Okay.
I feel so bad.
Okay, then go with the warden. At least he knows where she is.
I follow the warden.
Okay, so as Michael already left the hallway, still the goody two shoes. I fucking hate that guy.
Enough with you complaining, and feed me the latest intel. How far? Where is Miss Popsinger again? Where is she?
It's one of the biggest malls in Night City. One of the biggest malls in Night City.
And judging by your and DeAndre, she's far but only you're the only one fast enough to reach her if anything goes south. Everybody else is just too slow. Even you know to show who these people are, of course. But if
DeAndre,
anything, you're the only one fast enough.
DeAndre, do you have a fast car or a motorcycle that can get you to her? Because I have a plan.
I don't.
Oh god.
Sorry, I
I just
came
look
with
at
him.
okay. I look at Walter. Oh god, don't tell me you're gonna make up some other stupid plan like in high school. That got me into trouble more than 5 times a year for 3 years. That's 15 throughout my whole high school year.
Oh god, man, would you let it go already? I was saying he could drive to the mall, get his girlfriend to a safe place, while we sit. By we, I mean you, me, Michael, and the warden babysit this prisoner here and make sure she doesn't escape, unless you know, the warden agrees to release her to, and I quote, your custody for an quotation mark
Oh,
ongoing
I just got
investigation.
You don't
Uh,
understand. I just need her out. That's it. I don't know what happens next, but that's what the guy told
no,
me.
I'll just go
We just
roll
gotta get her out.
inside.
It's only for Yan.
I don't know who's
Yan,
Rhea is. Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah, Yan.
I'm too
yeah, you
lazy
there?
to type. I'm too lazy to type Ashelin. It's too much on
It's too
my
long.
keyboard.
Oh yeah, because Ash is also me. Ha.
Mm-hmm. Oh
My
shit.
Another
rolls are shit. My rolls are shit.
Why?
Okay, you know what? Second, I rolled twice. I rolled twice. It's like my first roll is 4.
Double net
That one,
once on the
yeah.
same character. Holy shit.
Yes,
Huh.
because to Ashlyn Ray, the end of the world does not concern her. She doesn't want to leave the cell.
Well, character wise, this is good. But rolling wise, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And
Anyway,
comic book character wise is perfect.
mm-hmm. Anyway, I tell Michael, no, not Michael. Yeah, Shadow. I tell him, well, you are an authorized detective. You could demand that she be released into your custody for an ongoing investigation. Take her with you. That way, it's perfectly legal.
I cross my arm. No.
Would you like to have the blood of an innocent person on your hands? Say that out
That's-
loud
Then
5 times fast.
I lean my head in. Lives of the few for lives of the many.
And the lives of the few for the lives of the the lives of the many for the lives of the few. Would you rather a pop singer, God knows how many number of civilians will die because you refused? Take every threat credible.
Hey, we have hashtag. I stop him. Hey, if only we had some superheroes in this town left, they would have just gone in and swoop in and just keep an eye out.
What a coincidence! I'm staring at one.
I just glare back.
Do the gay thing. I mean the right thing. Do the right thing and you know.
Yeah, I roll my intimidation for glad.
What's the counter for intimidation, Hub?
Should be with right or something similar.
No, it's just another skill roll actually for this one, not a willpower check.
Okay.
Intimidation versus intimidation.
Okay.
Oh, you have to roll for that for intimidation as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My days of getting the nat 20 is officially over.
Your chances of getting that is very low. So,
yeah,
Roll20 being edited.
Mm-hmm.
my duty as a police officer overwhelms your sense of justice. Beat that.
I'm sorry, officer, but we're only carrying one person. We're taking this one person out. We're not taking the whole prison out. We're not gonna hurt anybody. Just get her out. Once Lillian May is safe, that's it. We can just throw back. We can just throw this crazy chick back in.
Sorry, DeAndre, but no, but I'm putting my foot down. No, I'm calling for backup. Then I just walk over to the hallway and lean on the wall and call Zelda, saying I tell or I just message her telling her that we have a hostage situation. Someone certain DeAndre, and that person is going to kill
Lin Min
Lin
Mei
May in the largest night city.
Sorry,
in the
friend.
mall.
Looks like I already know what's tomorrow's news headline. Lin Min Mei, deceased. Unknown assailants.
I'll
Okay.
probably rush off to go to the warden now.
Okay. As Draken was actually making that call to the Superior Task Force, that's when you suddenly receive a phone call again, DeAndre. And then when you actually walk towards the chief, you pick up the phone. Do you pick it up?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, you pick up the phone. This is the time that Draken was actually on the phone himself at the same time. And then the voice from the phone actually said, "You shouldn't have let your officer friend to actually call for backup. I see that your songbird Lin Wen Mei is preparing right now to sing with the audience with a number of children and people looking at her right now. She's
Well,
such a beautiful bird. I can tell you that if I hear any police siren coming to this mall, you will hear a loud explosion that even you yourself, DeAndre, will not be fast enough to stop this. I suggest you tell your friend to put down that phone and to tell his other fellow task force that it is just a fake call. This is your choice, DeAndre. Your call. If anything, even a siren in the distance I hear, your friends will be dead, and there's nothing that you could do. Goodbye now.
yeah, with that, I rushed in and swiped the phone off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Told him that no
I
cops.
said, what the fuck?
No cops. The man,
So,
this guy knows where we are, what we're doing.
uh,
We have to follow
I
exactly
hate
what
them.
this guy says.
I pick up my phone, then rub my temples. I hate smart criminals. Then I just go back to call. Yeah, yeah. I just keep continuing the call while walking to back to the room to the hall to the office, the receptionist office.
Hallway.
No,
Mm-hmm.
the receptionist area.
Ah,
So like
okay. That,
so
that
yeah,
they'll take a few turns. They'll take a few turns.
yeah. So I'm still gonna sequence
Yeah.
the call. I request for plainclothes officers to keep an eye out in the area without and make sure to secure the area.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Okay. The moment you actually hit the phone, they are then Draken then looks at you, DeAndre, and says, "Hey, quickly!" And I rush out, trying to hold the hallway. Okay, Walter, you notice all this happening at the same time. What do you want to do?
I basically not so sure what's happening. I just approached the prison cell door from like here, keeping 5 feet away from me, and look at her and say, "Psst, just a quick question to you. Who the hell is willing to go through all of their way to just get you out? What's so special about you? For journalistic purposes."
I'm
Okay, Jan,
literally.
Jan, just to tell you, you want to answer this. This is what you should roleplay as. Okay, ever since you crashed to this planet from another dimension, from another universe, you have a lot of enemies that once you either dead, dissected, or recruited. So you have a number of people that you actually fought before you actually decided to actually look yourself in the jail cell. And there's prison level and supermax. There are a number of supermax in the world, but you choose this one, Night City, because Night City was actually protected by a number of heroes, namely the Avengers, even the Justice League. But they were gone. They're missing. And all you see now are these big, great heroes. They call themselves Mindbot, Blue Rush, Red Lantern, Shadow, and then She-Wolf. Who the hell are these people? You think to yourself, these are not the heroes that you know of. These are not the heroes that you read in the stories. These are not the heroes that you saw in the galactic news. You thought that you could be safe the moment you arrive. But it seems that the danger has followed you here. And judging by the seriousness around here, and to show why are these normal common people outside your cell is asking you all this question. But it seems that this reporter is asking you that simple question. Who wants you dead? Who wants you out from this cell? There are so many. Because in order for you to figure out who is this person that's making this man inside your cell nervous, you need to ask him what happened, what is going on, what is happening right now. These are the questions you should be asking to get the answer that you need.
Okay. I take out the earpiece and I say, so what is this about? What are you so nervous?
Well, somebody took some girl as a hostage, and they're demanding that her boyfriend to, break you out of prison. And sadly, it's a little bit overwhelming for the fella. So, who wants you out of this place, and why? Front page news material, I say. Either you go out of the prison one way or another, or the girl dies along with, I don't know, a bunch of civilians. Either way, they'll get what they want.
Ashley just raised an eyebrow and just say that, I don't know. I have been here and I thought that I could see something else of entirely different, but yet this is not what I expected at the same time. But no matter,
Well,
I do not even know of any ideas that who or what wants me.
Okay, I believe you somewhat, because you surrendered yourself to the police, which is a bit highly unusual. So, how about you
What's so strange about it? What's so strange about it?
This is Bell Rev Supermax Prison. Nobody comes here
And
willingly.
yet here I am.
Yeah, I'm trying to scratch my head. Usually people who are here, they deserve to be here, but not you. Something is off about you being here. Instead of, you, they should be locking in someone crazy like Brugetta, which is down the hall, but at least I can understand. Okay, how about this? We, by we, you and I, we hit two birds with one stone. Get you out and save that little innocent girl that you
If
might
I
die.
prefer to stay here, what if I prefer to stay here? You can't stop me. You can't stop me from getting out of here.
Yeah, but because of you staying here, innocent civilians might die. Do you want that kind of blood on your hands?
Does it concern me? I'm not even from this world. I could have just leave if I want to, but I choose to stay here.
Yes, but it's innocent people. Yes, you are not from this world as much as I'm even finding that hard to accept, but think about it. Innocent lives are here. You could undo all of this just by, going out. And I have a simple plan of getting you out and preventing the girl from getting killed at the same time. Are you willing to listen?
Well, you can talk all you want, but in the end, I can still choose to remain to stay here.
Well, the plan is very simple. You're gonna be approaching the bars of your own cell door and signal me to come close. The foolish journalist that I am, come close dangerously for you to grab me as your favorite hostage and demanding to be let out. Otherwise, I might slice my throat out. I mean,
Oh, ha ha! I think that the warden will believe it. He's not that dumb, you know that.
well, you.
Quote quote, he says I'm the good girl, whatever that means.
Yeah, the whole thing could be an act by you to set up your own escape plan. Are you willing to do this or not? I mean, I'm a willing hostage. I just want the scoop of the whole thing.
Hmm. And what's in for me to help you out, aside from just saving the whole entire world, which is totally not under my jurisdiction, but go on.
It's actually not the world. The world can go and screw itself out. It's saving an innocent girl who might die.
Oh, so it's just a girl. So what's the you know, what there's like thousand fishes in the sea. What's one girl gonna be?
You're gonna feel good about yourself. Plus, I have a place which you can lay low for a bit. And also, I'll see if I can procure you some fresh ID so you can start a new life away from this hellhole of Belrive Maximum Security Prison.
Like I say, you have to give something better, man. I'm staying here so good, so far so good, and nothing can convince me otherwise. Unless you have something to up that offer. Nope.
Name your price.
DeAndre,
Yeah.
roll for perception.
Please don't roll a high. Oh shit, no! Oh god.
DeAndre, you overheard this conversation, but you have two choices. Either you chase after Draken before he calls the authority, or you convince Ashlyn Ray here, together with Walter, that you need her to escape. She can escape if she wants to. It's just that she doesn't want to. Okay, DeAndre, it's your cue now. What do you want to do? RP.
I'll choose to convince Ray to leave, to escape. I told her, ma'am, this the people. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I'm sorry, miss.
She could be 16 years old for or 17.
She could be 60. Who knows, man? The lifespan.
Yeah, alien age.
All right, miss. This person is very important to me, important to my job. There are people dying here. Now, since I've heard that you're not very interested in all that shit, how about I offer you something else? Maybe you want to go see the world, see what is to offer here. I mean, don't you think just sitting inside this box is boring? You see the same bed, the same walls, the same bars, seeing the same people. Don't you want an experience that there's more than this? Talking to various people, learn more about our history or whatnot.
So,
There's more than.
sorry. You continue first. You continue first.
Okay, actually, I'm done already. That's it.
Okay. So, tell me, what can you offer me aside from this photographer person that's gonna offer me, aside from saving the world and saving the day, which is it's like Tell me something more interesting. Tell me something that perhaps might change my mind. You say about this world of yours. What is so interesting about this world that would convince me to get out from this cell of mine that I'm so willingly to keep myself in? If you can perhaps convince me for once, maybe I'll think about perhaps leaving myself unintentionally. Come on, give me something.
What did they serve you at food?
Oh, they serve me anything I want. It's just that I usually like some of my food to be nice, fresh. The whatever I want. The water you always give me. But I
I
am interested in something though. It's a little hard for the warrant to procure for me the highest quality of wagyu or whatever that thing is. It says that it was so delicate. It's such a delicacy that even the warrant itself has some difficulties. Perhaps, if I can get out from here, maybe you can, a wagyu meal. Just saying, just
that
giving out for you.
that can be arranged, and there's more than just wagyu. And I partly described what wagyu beef is, how it's made, and everything.
Focus on the cooking show later. Now, do we
Yeah,
have
of
a
course.
deal?
Hey, I'm not talking to you, okay? I'm talking to this more, talking to my channel, So keep out from the conversation. So
And
tell me more about this wagyu that you got off.
and DeAndre will proceed to describe what meals does go with it, what type of drink. They say it goes well with wine, or something it goes with beer. That's why it basically tells you your character.
Okay. Sounds
Describe the sizzling hot one.
like, okay. That's interesting. I can do that. Okay. Alright. So tell me what you need me to do.
That's simple. I'll pretend to take
No,
orders
I'm
of
not
you.
talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Thank you very much. Tell me, what's your name? What's your name?
The inmates at the other cell. Sick.
What?
So basically,
I basically tell DeAndre this. Basically, she's gonna grab one of us as a willing slash surprise hostage and threaten to kill them if they don't release her out. After that, take a car and leave as fast as you could before the police chase you down and stop you.
yeah, about that. That could work, but it's gonna take hours or even days for them to negotiate. What's the fastest route? The fastest way is to take down the electrical, the power room, and I believe that you, Miss, are capable of just blasting through it.
Are you sure? At least the hostage idea, if they can open the door, grab a car, and, take the
They won't listen. They won't listen. Look at us, man. You think we're important? In this hellhole, nobody gives a shit.
I'm a reporter for the Daily Bugle, biggest newspaper ever.
That's good, RP.
I'm a reporter for the Daily Bugle. At least I matter. I'm the voice of the people. If I die, the truth dies with me.
I'm sorry, but you and I good sir.
Okay, be my guest and be dead for all I care.
At least you have a willing hostage here. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, Mister for the talk of a good guy, but you and I, we're replaceable if we're dead.
Well, okay, let's go with your plan. I'm just gonna, take pictures as I don't know what's happening here. I'm just an innocent weevil photographer.
All right, Miss. Since you're locked up in here, do you have any powers that you possess?
Do you want to demonstrate? Do you want me to demonstrate?
Certainly, if you could.
I just show. Wait. Let me draw out that thing. Let me draw out that thing.
I just basically back away to take quote unquote pictures and stuff, and also to be in a safe distance in case anything that might happen.
I just show a what do you call those again? A blast, but it's not. I don't blast through. It's more like
You just show your flames your fire.
You did a Wonder Vision hand gesture. You shoot it at the belt, at the cell bar. It dissipates before it can hit DeAndre because regardless of the power that you use, your power is only surrounded in your room. Even you're unable to destroy this room because your power is nullified, but it cannot penetrate or destroy the bar.
So basically, that's what I do, lah. So I was like,
Oh, I see. And just specifically, is this room specifically made for you to not able to break it out? Damn.
You still want to go with the husband?
Like what Walter knows that in order for you to release her and for her to destroy this bar, you need to shut down the power generator. However, it's either protected by the two security over there, and then in order to go further, you need the key card, which only the chief have, which is currently busy with Michael. So before that, I think during this time of conversation, Draken is most likely at the reception already. And Michael is already at Firefox right now. Oh. Okay. All right. Now, before anything else, okay, going to Michael first. Okay, Michael, you actually arrive at Firefox cell, being escorted by Chief Uriel. And then Uriel then looks at Firefox, and then he then said, Firefox, how are you today? And then you look at Firefox, and Firefox says you look back at him before looking back at you, and Firefox has said, you notice that her flames is now she's actually wearing an inmate's uniform. And he said, everything's fine. I'm cool. And how about you?
I bow and say, I'm sorry for my rudeness, miss. I didn't give your sister chocolate to you. Please forgive me. Rugeta took it. I'm sorry. I keep on bowing for forgiveness. I'm not standing up yet.
My sister? Then she said, my sister? My sister sent you here?
Yes, there was supposed to be a box chocolate for you, but Brugetta took it. I didn't want to cause any trouble.
Why are you
If
crying and weeping? Why are you crying and weeping like be a man. Be a man. And do the right thing.
like what?
Take the chocolate
Uh,
back from Bruschetta.
but uh, uh, that sounds like a bad idea.
And she said, why are you here? And Chief, who is this man? Oh, yeah, he's here to actually give you something, but apparently the chocolate is actually given to Bruschetta. I'm not sure whether he's here to actually take photos of you or interview you. Michael, what is your
Hmm.
purpose here other than giving the chocolate?
Well, the chocolate was the only reason. I just came here to help Walter. And then again, um, I say to Five Hours, Miss, if you're really pissed, if possible, I can buy you some chocolate as compensation, if the warden allows.
No, only my sister knows what's my favorite chocolate.
Uh,
Uh,
I'm sorry.
take up the glow rod, please. The glow rod position sounds so wrong on so many levels.
I just noticed that. Who did that?
Okay, right. Firefox and looks at you. Next time when you come here, whoever you said, can you just bring my sister or let my sister come here?
I'll
Because
try my best.
and she looks at the chief. Chief, I am really sorry that I escaped it, but then I was told to leave. I received a message that I need to assist in a robbery. It wasn't really my attention. I was told to do so. The chief then said,
Oh,
yes, you received a call. You were told to do that, but the evidence doesn't point out. It seems that either you really wanted to do that, and when we checked the phone, there was no incoming call from anyone.
let me roll for insight for this.
Okay, go ahead.
So,
Ooh.
technically speaking, Michael pieced together she was forced.
Yes, she was
And
forced.
I asked Miss Pfeiffer, so you were forced, but will they target Miss Ace if you didn't do
I
it?
received I received a package the other day. The chief was there. I had a phone. I thought the phone was from my sister. Then I received a message from the phone, a phone call from a stranger asking me to actually leave together with Rogetta. Rogetta had the same thing. And then to actually help in the robbery. I didn't know what actually happened. Then somehow I wanted to actually escape. Then these new heroes that call themselves the Shadow Blue Rush, and this in the news he called himself Mindbot. It's a really silly name. Himself Mindbot. Stupid. It's a robot. Wait, do you think Mindbot's a robot?
From the name, he sounds like a robot, but that would mean you're innocent. Warden, she's innocent.
Innocent until proven innocent. We checked the phone. It was news. There was no incoming call. Firefox actually did this on her own. She escaped, just like she always does.
But her statement.
Until you can prove that, Michael, you're not a police officer. Well, if you want to prove her innocence, you need to talk to Draken about it. He's with the supernatural experts. He have all the files, he have all the data, he have everything. Zelda Robbins was supposed to be here together with him, but it seems that only Draken is here. He's a new recruit, but he's learning. And I can vouch that he will actually put a stop to all this. And I say that Firefox is guilty. Firefox looks at Chief and said, I am not. Firefox said, I received the phone, I received the orders from this person that called me asking me to do all these things. It's as if that he knows me personally. And the chief
Uh,
said, huh, I don't believe you until everything is there, until all this information is there.
Uh,
And then the chief then looks at you,
what?
man. If you to bring this with the officer Drayton. I don't think judging by the looks of it, it looks like you two know each other. So,
We're not on
if
best of terms.
if you want to prove that Firefox innocent, then you look it up with him. But if you do, then you need to bring this to the proper authorities to say that Firefox is innocent. But I can tell you, everybody here is guilty. All of them are criminals. That's the reason why they're at the Supermax. And why they're at prison level 8.
Can you leave me and Firefox alone? I would like to speak to her.
No, but then again, roll for persuasion. And instead, no, I cannot leave a
Yeah.
civilian here with a super criminal. She may look frail, but she can kill you, Michael. You do not look. You are just a journalist. You're not a superhero. You better leave this place before somebody gets hurt.
Can I at least talk to her a bit longer?
Then I'll stay here. You notice that he's actually on his hand on his holster. But then again, you know Firefox powers is nullified. She's just a normal human being like you, so she really can't do anything. So you turn to face Firefox, and Firefox then looks at you. And then before you can answer, Firefox then looks at you. You're actually very concerned about me. Huh, now I know why my sister likes you. What's your name, boy?
Michael Wesker. And I was raised to believe that family comes first. I never had a family of my own. My parents were very focus minded. I had to learn most of the things on myself. So I don't want to I don't want to see that to happen to anyone else. Not even my employer. She's a nice boss.
Well, it's best that you actually work for her. I was actually put here not because I wanted to, but because I wanted to kill the criminal that killed because the criminal that killed our father.
Tiger
And
Shark,
yes, Tiger Shark. How do you know?
she told me. Apparently he's back in the neighborhood. I would actually help you, but I'm not that strong. But if I do, in this moment, I use my deep tone voice. I will rip him apart, a new heart, and probably bathe in it.
He
Not
said,
all
like, what
good
was
people
that?
should suffer. I would, I would say this: rip his heart out and bathe in his blood, in a deep tone voice.
Ah, okay. She didn't hear the. You like whispered to yourself.
Hmm.
And then after that, what
Hopefully,
do you do?
hopefully, one day, you and Miss Ace would, be a family once more. I would like to see that happen. I'll try my best to get you out, if even it's possible for a civilian like me.
Huh. Well, from the looks of it, I think you're just a normal mechanic. Well, don't get yourself killed. She looks at you.
um, if I get the chance, I'll bring you back some chocolate. Ask Miss Ace what's your favorite. Uh,
And then the chief then
again,
said,
nice,
are
nice,
you
nice knowing
done?
you.
Firefox then just
Yes.
like looks at you. She didn't wave. She didn't smile. Just like, and she just like looks at you and she walks out from herself. And then the chief then walks out, then close the door behind him, and then he walks up slowly towards the hall, towards the T-junction area. Meanwhile, Draken, he arrived at the reception center area. You see the captain talking on the phone, the guy behind the desk, and you see one of the officer, and one of the fast force officer, Yuriko, sitting there looking at you. And then when you arrive, Draken, the man behind the desk and said, "Ah, Lieutenant, how can I help you?" He smiled, drinking his coffee,
Uh,
picking up his phone.
yeah. I just finished the calling the HQ. Do I need to roll precision?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Hmm. I don't know what that means. Even though I would assume that it's a pass, and they would put to bring in plainclothes officers into the mall and keep an eye out.
You see, above 50
Yeah.
is a pass, usually.
Okay. The man then looks at you and said, "You want to use our phone?" What happened to
No,
your
no,
phone? I thought all officers actually have phone.
no. I already called. No, I already called HQ from my own phone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for me telling Zelda.
Okay. But that was actually before you actually could tell Zelda, your phone already got slapped from your hand and fell on the floor when
Yeah,
you
I
were
already picked
talking
it
to
up.
Zelda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
already
pick
picked
it
it
up.
up,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Right, you pick it
and
up,
while
then you
walking,
call Zelda.
and while walking, I continued the call.
Oh, good. All right.
So yeah,
All
that's
right.
persuasion rule is meant for her to tell the whole precinct that they need to enter the mall with plainclothes officers and keep an eye out.
And then Zelda and the chief then actually asks you, on what authority, why? Why should we do this? Why
I
sending it to you?
tell them because there's a possible hostage situation. But if anything, but but if it's a false alarm, I told them I will take full responsibility for it.
And then actually talks to you on the phone, picking up from Zelda, and Sensei said, a hostile situation that we do not know about. Uh, on what grounds you have this? Or like any proof of this? We don't want to send a force over just to look into it. You do know
Okay,
we are understaffed. The chief has said.
okay. I told Chief. Well, apparently there's a guy who called DeAndre to tell him that that we're in the supermax and we need to release a prisoner.
Who the hell is DeAndre? He looks at you. He's on the back.
And I told him, you know, Lin Min, you know the young idol Lin Min May's producer.
There was a short silence after that, and he said, Lin Min May's producer? And after a few seconds, he got back to you. No, the producer is not Lin May. He's not DeAndre. It's Milo, and a lady that
Ash,
calls herself Enchantress.
I just thought about it.
Ash, the word you're looking for is some specialist.
Okay, sounds
But
specialist.
DeAndre didn't tell Draken that.
Mm-hmm.
DeAndre did not.
Yeah,
DeAndre did not tell
yeah,
Draken
and I
that.
was
Hey, I'm
so
the sound specialist for Living Wing. Ah, no, he did.
duh. And yeah, I agree with DM because he never told me.
Your best guess is that he's her
Yes, my
manager.
best guess.
Yeah,
No,
manager.
my best guess is producer.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So don't make this longer than it should be right now, okay? I just assume it's a producer.
All right. And then after that, the chief then said, so you're going to be asking us to actually send people over to the mall to look into Living Wave or on ground saying that there could be a hostage situation that might not or might happen.
Yes, sir.
And
And I take full responsibility for whatever happens.
roll for persuasion, Lieutenant.
Nope, it failed.
And the chief then said, you're young, Lieutenant. I'm not going to be taking any words from you on this one. No, we already understaffed. There are a number of people that actually need to be looking to. There are criminals everywhere, and the heroes all taken down. We got hands tied. We're not going to be checking on any other hostage situation that might have not happened on the shopping where Lin May is actually singing. I've called the producer. I've called the producer herself. The producer said that there is nothing unusual there, and I believe what she said. There's nothing that you should be worried about, Draken. You should be worried about what's happening right now at Supermax.
I just keep my ear this close to the phone and said, "All right, chief." But okay, let me roll one more persuasion check. Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
then it said,
I told him, okay, chief, but I do suggest you take a hard read in tomorrow's newspaper. I just hope our mistake would shame us to the ends of the earth.
and then after that, I'll think about it. I doubt anything will happen. I'll pass the phone over to Zelda. Then when he passed the phone to Zelda, Draken, and she said, if it worries you so much, Draken, I'll head over there myself and see what's going on. If there's anything, I doubt there's anything gonna be anything, then yeah, I'll give you a call if there's anything,
Okay.
alright?
And I told her, yeah, be careful and keep an eye out. I got a bad feeling about this. I'll roll inside for that though.
Okay, roll for insight.
Yeah.
And then she replied back and said, you always have a bad feeling.
Okay, I'm done. Then I close the
Okay.
call. And then
Okay.
I walked to the receptionist and asked him, well, apparently that's I have no idea what's going on, but apparently there's some prankster telling us to release a prisoner. I don't think that's going to happen.
The old man looks at you. Well, boy, you don't have to worry about anything. A prank could be anything. Supermax is a maximum security. And some people escape. Well, the moment that they escape, that's when the heroes actually come down and let the smackdown on them and bring them back in.
Yeah. Okay. Then lean on the counter. Okay. I got a theoretical situation. If if there's a blackout, right? If there's a blackout any moment in time, and all the prisoners escape, and there's no hero responding to the call, what would we do? What should we do?
Well, the mayor has something that he calls Initiative Level 9, if that ever happened. I don't know what it means. I've seen it in the file. He smiled. I think Initiative Level 9 mean could be something drastic or something really good.
Let's just hope we can keep those numbers down. I mean, this place is turning
Hopefully.
crazier and crazier.
Oh, yes. It is, actually. It is. He smiles and looks at you and winks. And then he continues drinking his coffee.
It's like, yes, I swear, I'm sorry, this people's superpowers, this is just crazy. I mean, when's the time when we just arrest normal criminals and powerful financially and politically powerful crime bosses?
Yes. Then you think to yourself, and a man like, hey, crime bosses only thinks about the money. They're not thinking about the world. Well, there was man that wanted to take over the world, but he's dead now, so we don't have to worry about that so much.
I Okay, I'll roll inside on him. It's just a guess anyway.
Hmm.
I just asked him. You kind of miss the old days, don't you? Days before these super freaks came about.
Oh, he looks at you and smiles. I miss the golden age of the superheroes. Those were the best. Not just like really tight spandex that people are using now, with those really nice, good looking costumes. I'm talking about just really old fashioned costume, just clothes on top of bodies, and that's it. Like a comic book, if you ever read when I was a kid. Yeah, those were the days, the golden age. I remember the time when I was a young boy when I read the comic book that refers to the adventures of America's Captain. Uh, and his companion too, and his young sidekick. Forgot the name.
Huh.
It starts with a
I just
B.
stand back up. Huh. All right. Although I rather look into superheroes that are more relatable in their private life. Sometimes
Oh,
these superheroes can be just it's so super they don't seem well like a people's person.
well, sometimes superheroes like to be on the streets as much as they like to be in the air. They are more human than you're more. They are more people like you and me. That they like to move around, mingle around, and be with the crowds. That's when they get to see themselves as more like the hero, or sometimes even the villains. But even villains walk the street. But sometimes even villains can even turn to the side and end up being a hero. I've seen many of those before. But sadly, those were the times when the world doesn't need much heroes. And after crisis happened, many of them were gone. And now we have these new heroes that keep coming up and popping up so sudden after that event.
I just say, yeah. I mean, sure. I mean, look at. I mean, we're supposed to go after Shadow too. That guy kills a lot of people, but a lot of criminals. But I don't know. Do you think he's killing them just because he was an accident or something? I mean, there's gotta be some superheroes that kill people out of accidents, right?
There are quite a number, but deliberately killing criminals because they're criminals, well, that is what we mostly do. However, some heroes try to not kill the villains themselves and try to keep them as much as possible so that it can actually bring them to justice. That's what the people usually see. However, if you're referring to this man called Shadow, I've not really read much about him. The journalists don't talk much about Shadow. The only people that actually care so much about taking him down is the authority that you're working for. You yourself, young man. Your team is the one that's going to be tasked with taking him down one day. And even you, perhaps, one day will take him down.
I just shot. Well, no, this guy's seems pretty hard to catch even at night. I mean, that guy. I'm not sure what he does. For the most part.
Mm. A pity, though, many of those other villains, many of the other heroes couldn't catch him when they could. If they were around, of course. I believe Shadow will have run for his money. But then, I believe Shadow will most likely turn to the side of good. I've seen stories about this before, and, and I've seen people change. He drinks his coffee and then looks at you.
I just chuckle a bit. You know, you're a good guy. Maybe Shadow could redeem himself.
No, you have no idea, young man. I've seen many heroes rise and fall, and many villains turn to heroics, and many heroes sometimes turn to villainy.
I told him, "Still, it's unfortunate I don't believe in heroes. They cause nothing but trouble."
Ah, heroes comes in many forms and sizes, even from the different dimensions of different planets. Even I've seen people that come to this place. I've seen many. Perhaps your eyes will be open one day when you see it. Perhaps not now. Perhaps later.
I just not. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for your advice. Then just go take a seat and just wait for DeAndre to come out.
All right. Meanwhile, at the chief and Michael and DeAndre. Okay, but before Michael and the chief actually arrive, okay, DeAndre, Walter, and Ashland Ray. Okay, who wants to RP first?
That'll be me, since I basically tell her that her best chance is to your best chance is take me as a hostage and, walk out of the front door. I mean, it's usually the quiet ones that end up surprising anybody, even the warden. Jan? Hello?
I just I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not hear the roleplay just now?
No, actually, can you repeat, please?
Hmm.
Are you sure? Because whatever I did from there onwards, I have no power to.
Don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure.
My power is basically nullified right now. So whatever I'm trying to kill you with,
Yeah, just grab me by the throat after you tell me to come closer, because we're being watched by, security cameras, and I'm like, continue just taking random pictures, and yeah, just grab me by the throat and say you're gonna kill me unless they let you out of here and take me as your hostage.
uh, this is so not worth it. You know what? Fine. Whatever. Just grab her aside. It's like I'm waiting for you
Mm-hmm.
whenever you're ready.
I basically like come closer and like quote unquote beyond the 5 feet for a quote unquote close up photo shoot, like take photo of her, that's when she like grabs me by the throat, and my back is now to her, and she's like dangerously squeezing on my air pocket, and I'm like, "Your signal, DeAndre. If you please, yell out for help."
And I will yell out, guards!
That's it.
Somebody is
Oh,
taking
what am I
hostages.
gonna do? It's like, oh, what am I gonna do? I have an innocent man in my hand. It would be bad for me if it's dead by my hand, isn't it?
Guards, please! Somebody help!
Can you guys roll for deception? Because,
Hold on. Since I'm there, I need to roll perception. Yeah, wait, not perception. Insight,
where?
right?
On where? You're too far. At the moment, you're too far.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah, you're too far.
Perception first, and then inception, and then
Help!
No.
Help! She got me
Right.
by the throat! Help! Please
Ash,
help me!
if you're trying to like here, it's very far.
I
You're
know. That's why I'm rolling first.
Yeah.
Help!
Rolling.
Help! She got me!
Mhm.
She got me by the throat!
Well,
Okay.
This dangerous girl just got me by the throat! And I'm like yelling at top of my lungs, enough for almost the whole sub block to hear it.
can you roll for deception?
No,
Because that is
Uh,
this is deceiving, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's deceiving. It's on an act.
I'm a hostage.
This is for the NPC, not for you.
Put hostage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ashlyn and Walter, please roll for deception.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, that's why I say hostage.
I mean,
Ashley,
uh-huh. Please roll a net 20.
deception.
Not everything need to be a nat 20. You just need a certain DC, that's about it.
Ooh,
19, okay.
Yes.
Does
The chief,
DeAndre has
the chief suddenly ran towards your cell, Ashlyn, and then he looks, Ashlyn, what are you doing? You have to why, Ashlyn? You've been a good person all this while. Release the photographer. Don't kill him.
Oh, what am I gonna do? When the warder wouldn't be happen to have something to let me out of here, right?
And you're like, oh no, what am I gonna do? But the warden's like, Ashley, no, no. You have always been a very nice person all this while. The chief looks at you and he said, don't kill, don't kill him. Tell
Do
me
what
what
he
do you
says,
want?
man.
She's
Do what he says, man.
she's squeezing on my air pocket. I think she's mean it.
It's like I whispered to him, dude, I barely even touch you. Stop acting so dramatic.
I'm trying to help you.
I look at them with a very confused, what the heck is going on face.
I just say, oh, what should I do? If only someone turn off my cell block and let me out of here. This innocent man will not be dead by my hand.
Do what he says, Warden. Please, just do what he says, man. Can't have an innocent man die in your cell. Please.
The warden then slowly turns to you, DeAndre. Okay, Ashley. I'll turn your cell door off. You just make sure that you don't hurt him. You have a really good track record. You've never had any incidents before. You have always been nice to all the guards. But why this photographer? Why this journalist? Do you hate him so much that you want to kill him? But not the guards? Not me?
Well, Walter does have a tendency to make more enemies than friends, so I see this is possible.
Really?
And then I smile evilly, and you can see tiny horns from his head.
I just wanted, a close-up photo of her for tomorrow's issue, and looks like I am becoming the issue. Photographer taking hostage, and I'm smelling a Pulitzer Prize.
Or maybe you want to feel her boobs.
Michael, roll for persuasion. Walter, roll for persuasion.
Okay. Persuasion.
Well,
Then the chief then looks at you, Michael. I agree. I do find him annoying. Okay, actually, I think you can kill him. No, kidding about that. Anyways,
Walter?
then the chief is like, okay, all right, Ashley. it seems that even though I find this man deserve the fate that he deserves, I'm gonna turn off the generator. They finally like,
For
yeah.
herself, right, Warden?
Yes, for
Alright.
herself.
Hmm. I follow along.
I just look at Walter like this is so dumb. I can't believe even I'm doing this. I feel so ashamed of myself.
Trust me, you're gonna feel good about it once we're out of here. Just keep up the act and, continue
He,
holding me.
he said I could kill you off. Maybe I should kill you off.
Hey! Who's
Remember what I said!
Hey, I'm helping you here, Plus, there's an incident
I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you. I'm only doing this for the Wagyu, okay?
Or for the Wagyu, man.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, the Wagyu. I'll grant you the
You
Wagyu.
meant nothing to me. You meant nothing to me. I could kill you off for all I care. I'm only here for the Wagyu and the Wagyu alone.
There's a Wagyu stall in front of my house.
No. No. It's not.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I believe the guy in the beanie head.
Wait,
In the
let,
beanie
let
head.
me let me try if I can deceive you by this simple lie of a Wagyu stall.
Yeah.
No. Oh no! Why? Why all the bad rolls are happening right now, man? Why? Ugh,
Mm.
I really hate this.
DM, I
I see
follow
that
the.
tell me that you have superpowers that can blast off from your butthole, right?
What taking this
Alright,
more than
anyways.
so long?
I observe the warden while he does his job. It's like, so that's how it works.
Okay, you see the warden actually put his palm on the terminal, and after you see a holographic computer screen suddenly appeared. And after he presses the button, and then he like, toot, 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 toot. I'm like, okay, it is Ashlyn Ray. Okay, designation, no code name, nothing. Okay, and then here it is. They press the button, and then after that, your cell door opens. Ashlyn Ray. And then now you actually can head outside while actually holding Walter Cross by the neck, even though you're not really crushing his jugular. But
Could I
okay,
could if I want to.
yeah,
Yes,
you
you
could.
can.
hmm Yes, you could. And then you actually head out from the cell. After that, okay, what do you two want to do? DeAndre, you notice that the cell door opens.
Now,
I probably pretending to be panicking. Oh no, she escapes. Yeah.
now
Yamete.
this is the part where you're
Okay,
gonna be,
but
walking over.
DeAndre, the moment the cell door actually opens, that is suddenly you hear your phones started to vibrate, and then after that it vibrates so loud, and then after that, Michael, you notice that the computer terminal that was being controlled by the chief started to go crazy. You see
What
the
the?
holographic image started to like toot, 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 toot. And then you realize that
Chief,
not
is this
only at
supposed to happen?
no, this is not supposed to happen. And then after that, he tried to press the number of buttons. He tried the number of buttons. And after that, he couldn't do anything. And then suddenly, Ashlyn Ray, Walter, and then DeAndre, you see suddenly one cell block open. And then after another one opens. Walter, you notice? And after that, another one opens. And then one opens. And another one opens. Meanwhile, Draken, roll for perception.
Because the
Oh,
prison has gone haywire by now.
12.
Suddenly you see the officers suddenly like start running. We have a breach! Suddenly she starts screaming. All personnel to the cell blocks now!
I just look up. Ah, great. Ah, crap. I knew something bad was gonna happen. I take out my sidearm and follow the guards.
Okay,
I'll ask the ones that stayed behind. Uh, are we gonna need automatic firearms for this?
automatic firearms, sent to not kill, sent to stun. This kind of firearms will be taking him down. Quickly, to the cells!
Okay. I still keep my firearm ready. Yeah, I keep my firearm ready. To lethal, but just in case, I keep it as when they have permission to shoot to kill.
Alright. They run to the cell, you notice that the other officer actually run to the other foot to the left, and you ran to the right.
Okay, I stop him.
And the moment they actually ran to the right, that's when you hear gunshots in the distance on the right side when you actually ran. Like
Okay.
and then you hear the alarm sound, toot, 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 and then I notice the criminals started to come out. And then you hear a voice in the distance, "Oh, fuck, oh, we are okay." And that's actually when you usually realize that this man with the chain has actually come out. Ah, finally. Thank you for that, Ashlyn. And we've been waiting for this very, very moment. Okay, Draken, the moment you actually rush, you see DeAndre is already wanted to leave. And then you hear, after the vibration from the phone, DeAndre, you hear the phone started to ring immediately after that. You pick up the phone.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
So after DeAndre picks it up, I shout, "What the fuck did you do?"
I don't shh. And
He's, you
I'll
see a
continue to answer
Draken
call.
actually scream. Draken actually scream, "What the fuck do you do?" But after that, you ignored him immediately. After that, you hear the voice from the phone coming, speaking back to you, Dylan and DeAndre, and he said, "Thank you, DeAndre, for activating the security system. That was the only way that I could release them. And thanks that, your little songbird will be safe. I will not make sure that your friends will perish. You can find Milo underneath the bridge, tied, and he is somewhere about 50 clicks from where you are, underneath the highway. You will see him dangling there.
Who
Run,
are you?
Okay.
run,
Just
DeAndre, run. You only have minutes to spare. Run, DeAndre." And after that, you hear the phone click.
okay,
Uh,
can I roll? Okay. Is it on loudspeaker or not? Because if it's not on loudspeaker,
No,
I'll.
Definitely not.
definitely not. This
doesn't
time,
look.
no.
Okay, I'll roll perception.
Wait, this.
Oh, oh,
Wow, that's
Okay,
24.
24.
That's high.
I heard all. I think I heard all that, right? I heard on the other
oh.
side.
You need to be a DC 25. You need to use your hero points if you want to hear that.
Uh, yeah.
But I
Well, it's only
suggest,
one.
Rather not. Rather not.
okay,
Save the hero points. Save the hero points.
Yeah, I'll just stand by. I just stand by.
okay,
I just asked him,
all right.
what? Seriously, what the fuck just happened?
I push you to a side and just run out.
Fuck. I told the guard, what the hell happened?
We don't have much time. We have to stop the criminals. But before all that actually happened,
Okay,
okay, you see the
I stood
guards
beside
they
him.
coming
I stood
here.
beside him, and I ready my weapon for with lethal rounds.
Don't
You
shoot!
know,
Don't shoot!
I
She
I
has a
I told him.
hostage. I'm the
I
hostage.
look at him. I look at him, totally ignoring Walter for now. I told him, "You don't mind a few bodies, do you? I mean, they're stopping superpower criminals after all."
Then before all that, okay, Michael, you see the guards suddenly started to make a perimeter on the door. You see the door behind them started to close. You see the chief and tells you, "You'll be safe here for now." But I'm not too sure about your friends.
Oh no. What about Firefox?
Those cells is highly secured. They actually have a different code and data from here. It's locked for now.
So she's safe. Do we have any weapons?
I'm not allowed to give weapons to a civilian. And then looks at you.
Oh, right. Then can that door hold?
Oh no, unless Brugetta escaped, then no. But
Uh,
here, Ashley, and after that you turn to see Cody, and then looking at you. And after that you see the man inside this room did not even appear and come out. He's just sitting there, still waiting. But the others are just like finally escape. And then you see one man actually appear before the corridor, Draken, and after he sort looks at you. And then after that, there is a You notice that she's actually look, but you notice that she started to rip the chains from her hands, and then after that, then looks at you. I will devour your flesh. Yeah, the others. And you see another man also, not even wearing any criminal clothes, but you notice his flesh, lines all over. And then looks at you. You know these people. You know them all by data and all the files they actually read. And one by one, all the prisoner level 8 have now escaped, like facing you, and the rest of you in the distance. And then you're not too sure who have escaped in the other cell door, but DeAndre actually ran off, pushes to the side, apparently trying to save his own skin. But Walter, what do you want to do?
I'm basically still her hostage. I say to her, whispering, "This is the part where you walk me to the parking garage for a car."
It's like I look at him, dude. Hostage situation is no longer available. Do you not see what's going on around?
Yeah.
They're least likely to be bothered by a hostage than all those friend of ours over there.
Just keep playing the part and trust me, you'll be out. Just keep insisting on a car.
I just keep my head, just like, oh my god.
But before all that could actually happen, okay, Draken, what do you do?
I I train my gun at her head.
And who's it?
You know, as I told you, you better not be doing anything stupid. This is lethal rounds. I can end you with just one shot. I'll roll intimidation.
Mm. When you roll intimidation, you notice this person actually used her handcuffs and threw it at your pistol.
Okay.
And okay, roll for dodge. Okay. And then after that, before you can actually intimidate her, you notice this person actually shoots you, and you notice a handcuff immediately got stuck at the side of the wall, impaling it immediately. But you actually dodged to the side. However, the second handcuff she threw hit this guard and hit the guard immediately on the throat, and then the guard immediately falls down, blood gushing. And then after that, you notice Draken that this man is not dead.
I look back.
And
Holy
then
fuck! I step back while changing my gun and pick up his pick up his handgun, handgun as well.
And
So
then you see this, but then you see three of these people actually appeared, and then this big man tells this young lady, said, "You shouldn't have done that crossbow. There will be a pretty much flesh to be eaten." And then she said, I just want to throw something at people, and you're next. And I points at you, Draken.
I look at the big guy. I turn my focus to the big guy. Oh fuck! You're actually huge. Okay. Can I roll persuasion as a compliment?
Yes, you can.
You're big. I wonder what else is big.
Yeah. His overall size. I saw him. Holy fuck! You're big.
That's what she said.
Then after that, okay, actually, suddenly you see this man suddenly throws chains at you. Notice his body started to change, and you see some sort of symbiotes started to grow around his body, and then you notice chains around his body. And then you see his left hand and right hand filled with chains, and then his chains started to come towards your general direction. You can roll for dodge or parry.
How to parry? Click the parry button, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Parry, press the parry button. 23.
Yeah. You see the chains actually hit the bars behind you, like ching ching, and then you see this like man actually another chain slowly from his tire, and then when you look at him, it's like that's definitely the man that's being put in a cell. Whoever released all these people is either insane or whatever happened to that phone earlier on actually released everybody here. And then after that, you notice this man that looks like you, actually. And I've just said, your soul will be devoured by me. I not care for the others. Your powers itself will feel mine.
Oh,
And then,
with everybody wanting my soul. There's nothing about my soul, okay?
okay, then you push actually Walter to the side because you have to dodge that earlier.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I just.
Hey, Walter, you see a lot of this prison level 8 prisoners from their escape. You don't see Michael around, DeAndre already rushed out, Draken is just there. It's gonna be a long fight. Okay, Ashley, there's gonna be a long fight. Your powers already revealed itself. Now you're no longer bound by the superconductor that actually is bound your energies around you. You could actually stay like this and change to your regular uniform, or wait until the next upcoming episode for everybody else. But before they can actually enter, meanwhile, outside Supermax, DeAndre, what do you want to do?
Save Milo.
Okay, you run, and you run as fast as you can towards the highway. But before you actually arrive, you notice a number of things that already happened. You see the bridge, you see fire everywhere, you see tragedy all around you. Blue rush. And in the distance, you see one man actually standing up and then looking at you and then said, I've been waiting for you, Blue Rush.
Oh,
And he does this.
DM,
But
you might wanna remove the other blue rush, the one near the bus.
because the other Blue Rush is here. And then in the distance, you can see Milo underneath the bridge. But you see that Orion is standing on top of it. And Orion is tough. He's strong, but he's not fast. But your punches is not strong enough to actually fight him. Your intention is actually to save Milo and then after to bring him back. If you had to fight Orion, any a single punch from him will actually knock you out, you think to yourself. But Orion is not a person that you can fight with. This is a person that perhaps only people like the Red Lantern or somebody else like to handle. Or if you actually know your information, perhaps even Ashley and Ray might be able to take it down. But you have your intention is only to save Milo. And perhaps even the future citizens here. So this will be a task for the next upcoming episode. And for everybody else in the distance. But that's Supermax. Draken, you see that your watch actually started to actually blink. And then when you dodge to the side and you roll on the floor, the moment you see the two three criminals actually looking at you, you see and heard your fellow friends at the hotel actually talking to you, but you hear static. You
I just
hear only voices that says that your bike is on its way, your new equipment is actually ready. It's like you just need to actually come out from Supermax, and then that's about it. And then you're still there, you have pistol in, and after that you hear another voice, another female's voice actually coming from the radio, and then telling you from your earpiece, your small little pea shooter won't be doing anything much to them. They're strong. You need to actually carry your new handgun.
I just told them in a whisper, don't bother sending Shadow here. It's too exposed. I can't even do anything.
And you hear another man's voice in the distance. It's like, too late. He's on his way.
And I just cursed, fuck.
And then when you curse, you say, fuck. And then, okay, Walter, you see this criminal over here slowly changing into a form that you've never seen before. And then Draken actually facing the other three here. And then you notice that Ashley is here, actually facing this man over here. Actually, you know, this man is just gonna devour your soul if he managed to catch you, but it's not a threat much to you, of course. But you are inside a cell, you're confined, you can't fly, and you probably have to punch your way out, most likely, Ashley. But Walter, what do you want to do?
I basically tell her that they all here looks like they want to do nothing but eat each other up. If you want to live, you better follow me. And that's when I basically like dash in order to keep myself, since I'm quote unquote a journalist. I'll be standing, since Draken is here, I'll be like, save the journalist, save the journalist. And I'm like, take out my camera, take a nice picture of him, like a couple of pictures as he change, and a picture for these guys, and I'll be like, I got my Pulitzer Prize. And I'll just stand.
I just shot Walter. Get the fuck out of here!
Journalist, Pulitzer Prize.
And I slowly back off. Try to regroup with the other two officers.
Mm-hmm.
The officers are crouching with their guns. Actually, they're giving you covering fire. They're actually shooting at this man over here. But this man
Yeah.
actually absorbs all the bullet fire.
I told them.
Um,
I told them, be careful. This guy, you know, this guy seemed to absorb your calibers.
Okay.
And I'll also fire two of my handgun, the handguns, in a akimbo fashion to continue the fire, to increase the firepower.
Okay. Increase the firepower, but actually it's nothing. This man actually
Yeah,
just walked, but you notice his body started to change into a mechanical body. You notice his flesh started to be ripped apart and then to be replaced with a metallic body. Of course, when you see his metallic body, you notice it looks like more like a Terminator, and then after that you see a green stone that appear in the middle of his chest. And then after that
I
it's like there. And then
I
after
told
you see
them.
this man, you know who this person is. It's
Hmm.
Natalo.
I told the officers, hold fire, and then and then we still aim at him. This guy's made of steel. This is gonna be tough. Everybody got EMP?
And after that, they said, like, no EMPs. And after that, they just like said, we'll protect the base. You run. But as you try to actually protect, okay, then, Michael, what do you want to do before we end this scene completely? You see the chief and looks at you, we'll be safe here. But you hear gunshots in the outside. You hear machine gun fires.
Is there any way to restart the nullifier?
The man that looks, he's already being restarted. We need some time. We need to actually throw this pen into the cell. We need to actually. Uh, Hey, looks over here. I hope the other heroes will actually make it on time. We need to actually throw each of these individuals, people into their cells that can actually lock it one by one.
This is impossible. There are too many of them.
Not impossible. You're a civilian, what do you know?
I I I take a step back. Is there any way I can help?
You're useless here, Michael. Run out. All my men actually protect you. Run to
Oh, for
safety.
once the green two shoes is useless. Haha.
And because we're journalists here, we cannot use publicly our powers. They'll expose us.
Duh. But still, finally, green two shoes not going for anything. Haha.
Okay, Michael, what do you
What
want to
about
do?
last question? What about Brugetta and Miss Firefox?
What do you say?
What about the other two inmates, Brugetta and Miss Firefox?
They're already locked in.
Fine. What about you?
I will stay here until the heroes actually arrive so that we can actually lock those inmates in. I need to make sure those inmates get thrown into the cell one by one, and at least that way they can get locked in. Otherwise, we have to leave this place and they will escape into the city and we'll have total chaos.
Don't you have any defenses? Weapons or
We
anything? Tell me. Let me
we
help.
do. We do. But what you're just a civilian, you can't help. Just run.
Fine. Run. At about
And then you
20
say you
feet.
ran. No, there's no such thing as speed here in this game. You can run as far as you can, because as long as you be protected.
Right.
Yeah, with the people. And then you ran, and you see Walter at the hallway, also taking photos and then running off. Okay, and then, okay, lastly to you, Ashlyn. Okay, Ashlyn, what do you want to do?
Uh, just walk. I just shake my head and I just slowly walk away.
Okay,
Like, can I?
you slowly walk away, and then you slowly walk away facing this man over here. And then after that, you see the guards actually shooting at these two. They're actually shooting at them non-stop with whatever caliber they have. And this man just standing here and not moving because he's actually protecting the other two behind them. But this man is just hiding behind the cell not to be shot. But this lady is just standing behind this man as he slowly turns his body into a metallic skeletal body slowly. Ashlyn, what are you going to do? You run off. You head over to the hallway. Okay, Draken, you see this criminal Ashlyn actually like slowly going off. Okay, Ashlyn, you first.
Uh, the running distance is also 30 feet, right?
In
The
Mutants and Mastermind, there is no 30, 60 feet.
You can run as far as you want to.
okay, then I'll just gonna run away. Like,
Okay, I'm just gonna automatically
Mhm.
fail my intimidation and say freeze.
Only basically it applies during combat only.
All right.
sorry, what applies on combat only?
Distance, distance from running.
Okay.
Yeah, but no point if your speed is 9 or 10, because in measurements term, even my whole map also can't even determine the number of feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And, no, I'm
Because
just gonna run.
Yeah, because Mutants and Mastermind is purely the theater of the mind. Because when you're using feats, the number of feats you can run, if your speed is 12 to 20, you can forget about battle maps already. You don't even need battle maps because you can move all over the place.
Okay, understand,
Yeah,
understand. I
yeah.
just fly. Oh yeah, I have flight. I have flight. So I'm just gonna.
So you
Whee!
fly away.
I just.
Fly away.
I literally just hit
Mhm.
myself out. It's like, Wagyu, here I come.
Actually, the moment you actually fly out into the hallway, you actually make a hole and then fly out outside. So this map is going to be switched from This map is going to be switched from here outside to the highway and then so on. And then yeah, so there's not gonna be any role play for this coming Saturday. And then with the heroes, not sure whether the heroes will be coming or not. Even for the chief, he prays hard inside his room, making sure that the heroes actually arrive to actually put the criminals, or at least a few of them, inside the cell. He doesn't really care how many the other heroes will put, or whether the heroes will arrive. Will Shadow arrive? Will Blue Rush be able to defeat Orion? Will the Red Lantern suddenly appear and then create havoc within itself? Will Mindbot, the robot, arrive to actually make sure that everything will be taken care of? Or will Ashlyn Ray finally reveal herself and cast off her Selmet's skin and change back into her other alter ego, unknown codename yet? So,
I already put that in the other character sheet. I already
oh
put
yeah,
it in that.
alright, I saw the name. Trill Star, or change into other alter ego Trill Star, the alien from another galaxy. Oh, you may have to change your background story for this one because now your character is Starfire inverted comma.
Okay.
or Blackfire, or both actually. So we will conclude this one tonight, and we will continue again on Saturday. And then Saturday is going to be a longer session. So and thanks everyone. So this fight is going to be a very very fight. There will be other heroes that will be joining the fight also, or villains that may change to heroes. On the next coming episode, which should be always have been part one of two and tonight, and now we'll be coming to part two of two this coming Saturday. Okay, thank you all. I'll see you guys soon.
And
Bye.